Hello everyone, this is Benny Hills back with another Pioneer video, and before I start I want to make two quick announcements. So first of all, I'm very excited to say that I started a Patreon page. So the link will be in the description, but it's patreon.com/BennyHills, same as my Magic Online username and my YouTube. So that's how you get to there, and I don't really know a whole lot about Patreon myself. Basically, it's a platform where content creators of all stripes can sort of like put out some exclusive content and people can become patrons, which means they like have some donations. It might be a better system than Venmo for some people to support my content if you want me to keep on making videos and also offer feedback on what sort of things you'd like to see. So that's pretty cool. I don't know, I literally just made it, so I'm not an expert by any means, and so if you go there and it doesn't work for whatever reason, definitely let me know. I definitely might need to do some more setup on my end, but pretty excited to have that going, and so hopefully I can make that work in a lasting way. And secondly, a couple people have commented really awesome, helpful advice for the sound. I would love it if someone would be willing to like just talk one-on-one. We could, do Zoom or Discord or whatever the platform is, and I could like share my screen and we could go through like different audio settings that I could manipulate on my computer together. I think that would be really, really awesome and could help improve my sound quality a lot. So if someone would be interested in doing that, definitely let me know, and I would be more than happy to like play a league together afterwards or something, sort of an informal coaching session as a slight way to repay or whatnot. We could work out details, but I think that would be really awesome. Now, to this deck. I'm really excited about this deck. It's sort of taking the format by storm. A lot of people have been having a lot of success with this deck. I played one league with it before this, and I went 4-1, and the only loss was to the mirror, and it really felt great. Like, I mulliganed to 5 a couple times and still had easy wins. I had some games where I had one turn 3 win. Like, it's a very, very busted deck. You can win, like, literally Bolas Citadel with no other battlefield and no cards in hand can win fairly consistently. So this deck is awesome. I think it's very powerful. Basically, the way it works is ideally you get Bolas the Citadel into play, and then you have something like a Woe Strider, and this lets you sacrifice creatures to scry, so you can continually fix the top card of your library and just keep on casting it with Bolas the Citadel. And you have life gain, especially via Zulaport Cutthroat, so you can use Woe Strider to sacrifice creatures, scry into more creatures. You're gaining life this whole time. You can keep on casting creatures off the top, and if you have something like Catacomb Sifter, which lets you scry 1 whenever a creature dies, you can just really make sure you never run out of gas with Bolas the Citadel. And just keep on casting creatures, keep on sacking them to Woe Strider to scry. Every time you sacrifice something, you can ping something with Mayhem Devil and drain them for 1 life with Zulaport Cutthroat. And so there's a lot of creatures that create more creatures, like Blister Pod when it dies makes another creature. Catacomb Sifter and Woe Strider both bring along a dude. Collected Company very often hits 2 creatures. So really, really sweet deck. When you get the engine going, it's very hard to stop. You don't want to sideboard too much with this deck because it's an important engine and you don't want to dilute your collected companies too much. So in the sideboard, we have a couple options. First of all, we have 4 Fatal Pushes. There's a lot of matchups where this is just like one of the best cards. You don't want to have it in the main deck, even though it is good a lot of times, because you don't want to make your collected companies too weak, but it's a very solid removal spell. Also, 4 Thoughtseize, same thing, great card. There's some matchups where they have ways to disrupt you and you want to be able to strip that, but they do start in the board because we want to have a very streamlined main deck. And then a couple Midnight Reapers. This is a really powerful card advantage engine against decks that are not pressuring your life total. When you have stuff like Priest of Forgotten Gods to sacrifice creatures, Woe Strider, you have a lot of ways to kill off your own things and you can just draw so many cards. And then a couple Assassin's Trophies just as a super flexible removal spell, and Distended Mindbender as a good piece of disruption against decks that are going to be trying to disrupt you. So, yeah, that's the deck. We'll see how it goes. I'm very excited about this deck, though. I think it's very strong and resilient, fast, just a really powerful deck overall. We'll hop on into round 1. As I wait for the round 1 opponent, I'll just say the nut draw, the way you can win on turn 3 is if you go turn 1, Mana Accelerant, especially one of the ones that can, one of the elves. Turn 2, Blister Pod plus Priest of Forgotten Gods. And then on turn 3, you have 3 lands. You can tap your elf dude for sacrifice your elf and your Blister Pod for 2 more mana, 5, 6. And if it is Blister Pod, you in fact get another creature, so you have 7 mana. So because of that, you can sort of compromise. You can have another one, like a different one drop other than Blister Pod, or you could have Gilded Goose on turn 1, and you don't necessarily need to make mana on turn 2. But this way, there's a lot of ways to have up to 6 mana on turn 3, and you get 2 black from the Priest of Forgotten God, so you're very very likely to have the triple black. And then if you just cast Bolas and Citadel on turn 3, there's a very high chance you can just win from there. I mean, you do need to hit a Woe Strider, but yeah, at that point, I mean, you could also hit Collected Company for that, and really the sky's the limit there. And in the mirror, something that's important to note about Mayhem Devil is that it triggers whenever any player sacrifices a permanent. So it is brutal in the mirror match. If your opponent sacrifices something, you can still ping stuff, and it works against opposing fetch lands like Fabled Passage. It works against opposing clues. It's just really great. All right. Well, unfortunately, this hand is not really great. We're going to be shipping this one. We have Bolas Citadel, which is our best card, but no acceleration. Well, we would like more lands, but I'm going to keep this. This hand is solid. So, as for what's at bottom, I think it's going to be one of the Woe Striders, just because we have 2, and the other effects are all pretty solid. But we would really, really like to draw another land. If we draw one more land, we can play turn 2 Woe. Oh, this could be the mirror. And it is the mirror. So, that's a little bit unfortunate because we don't have Mayhem Devils, and our draw is just bad, so they can very easily punish us for this. You almost always want to lead on Llanowar Elves because Gilded Goose can only make mana like once, basically. I mean, you can make more food, but you can't do it every turn. So we'll take 1 from this. We need to draw land and Mayhem Devil, so really not a good position here. Looks like, okay, Zulaport Cutthroat, that's okay for us. Alright, Blooming Marsh is solid. So now we can cast either... We have a lot of options here. We can play Woe Strider, Sifter, Blister Pod plus Cutthroat, Goose plus Cutthroat. Not really sure what's right here. I'm sort of leaning towards getting the Catacomb Sifter into play, and then next turn we can scry a lot with Woe Strider. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do that. I think that is a bit more mana efficient. In general, playing 1 3-drop is more mana efficient than playing a 1-drop and a 2-drop because it'll be easier to find spots to resolve these in future turns. Okay, that's really bad. That's super, super bad. They don't have a sacrifice outlet now, but that will destroy us very, very quickly. So we need to find an answer. All right, well, Stomping Ground is an okay draw. If they find a way to sacrifice a creature, we're in very bad shape. We're going to play Goose plus Woe Strider and really hope to hit our own Mayhem Devils. But the issue is now if we could sack something to scry 2, but they just get to ping 2 things, or they get to ping something like shoot down our Llanowar Elves. That's just not great for us. But we could also just draw Bolas Citadel and win. We have 3, 4, 5, 6 mana, and we have exactly 3 black. So hopefully they don't have a Woe Strider of their own here. Okay, that will be very bad for us next turn. We need to find a Mayhem Devils or a Collected Company or something very quickly. Alright, big draw here. I mean, I almost want to sacrifice the Scry too. It is so bad to let them just shoot something down. Yeah, I think we're not going to do that because, like, Collected Company would be a good thing to scry into, but the second best thing would be Bolas Citadel, and we take ourselves off of Bolas Citadel mana if we do lose our Llanowar Elves. Hey, we got there. Okay, so this is dicey because whenever we sacrifice something, they are going to get to deal a lot of damage, but I still think we're just going to cast Bolas Citadel here and see what we have on top. So they are going to get 2 pings with the Mayhem Devils because we have to sacrifice 2 things here. So they get to ping something. We'll see what they target. Almost definitely Llanowar Elves. We can sacrifice the Llanowar Elves in response if we want to, but that just, again, gives them to scry. We get scry 2, but that just gives them another trigger. But I think that's actually fine. Yeah, I think we're going to sacrifice here. Well, actually no, because we do want to sacrifice this as well, and we don't want them to be able to kill our Mayhem Strider. So we're gonna just let this happen. We still get to scry 1 from the Catacomb Sifter. So Collected Company would be great. We do not want an Urborg. So sacrifice this. We get to scry again. They get to shoot something again. Okay, so they do put 1 damage on the Mayhem, or on the Woe Strider, as we expected. So we get scry again. Lenore Elves. Probably worth it. Yeah, I'll keep that. So we cast a Woe Strider. Cast this. Okay, that's great. That is what we needed. Our life total is going to get low, but that's worth it. So here's a trick with Collected Company. We're going to hold down Control and hold priority as we cast this, because if our card under this is another Collected Company, we want to be able to cast that. Okay, not the case here, so we'll just let this happen. Hopefully we can get some life gain. Okay, second Mayhem Devil is great. We can shoot their Mayhem Devil now pretty quickly. Also good to put 2 Bolas Citadel to the bottom, because we don't want to draw that. So I think now I'm going to, we could just pay more life, but I think we want to kill this Mayhem Devils immediately. So I'm going to scry this to the bottom, actually, even though it is pretty good. Because, well, yeah, I just don't want, let's see, I guess we could just sack Blister Pod. We're going to lose our sacrifice outlet soon. This is close. I think what we should start with is sacrificing Blister Pod here. And I think I want to scry this to the bottom because I don't want my life total to get too low. So sack Blister Pod. So we will target their Mayhem Devils. And their Zulaport Cutthroat, actually. Yeah, we'll target their Zulaport Cutthroat because we do want that. Oh, we're going to get to kill the Mayhem Devils either way. So now we get our 2 scries. They can shoot our Woe Strider down. Oh, whoops. I actually screwed this up slightly. Because we have to sacrifice our other thing now. Okay, so they will get to kill our Woe Strider here. We'll sacrifice this. So, my mistake was I should have killed the Zulaport Cutthroat in the second round of Mayhem Devil triggers, because now they're going to get to shoot us for an extra 1 damage. So we will kill this, and then I'm going to deal 1 damage here. And we get a bunch of scry triggers, so we're hoping to find Zulaport Cutthroat would be the best thing. Or another Woe Strider. We also still have not played land, so we can play land off the top with Bolas Citadel. So we'll see let's see, they're shooting. Oh, they're deciding what to shoot with this now. They are shooting our Catacomb Sifter. That is surprising. Okay, so Sifter takes a damage. Don't care about that. We'll scry this to the bottom, even though it is a fine draw, but I just don't want my life total to get too low. So now we shoot the Priest for 1, shoot the Devils for 1. We're going to scry this to the bottom too. Okay, that's perfect. We're going to keep that on top. Okay, so we get scry again, but we're just keeping this on top. And now we get a Blister Pod dude. We scry again, keep it on top again. And now, at least we stack these triggers right. So we kill the Cutthroat there. We take 1, but we don't take 2. Now we kill their Mayhem Devils. Wait, what? Oh my gosh. Whoops. Alright. Played a little sloppy here. I'm sorry about that, but I think this will be alright. We're still going to win. So I'm going to sacrifice this for mana. And we can kill the Mayhem Devils and the Priests. So shoot this. And shoot this. And they can deal 1 damage wherever they want. We're scrying this to the top again. So a couple slight misplays here, but I still think we're in good shape. So they will kill our Lenore Elves. That's a bit unfortunate, but not the end of the world. We're wasting a lot of scries here, but still just very, very happy to hit Cutthroat. We do need to find another sacrifice outlet, ideally. But even if we don't, having double Cutthroat should be good, and we're wiping their board, and they just don't have much going on now. Alright, so now we'll cast this. There's a land. So we'll play the land. We could shock and play this Cutthroat from our hand, but I don't really want my electrical to get that low, so I think I'm not going to do that. Okay, another land on top, so we have to end our run here, but that's fine. We're in a pretty dominant position now. We have a Cutthroat in play. We can attack them for 2. Actually, we don't want to attack, because if they have land Citadel, then letting this die will give them the extra mana they need to cast it. So we're just going to pass back. And now we can just cast our Woe Strider from our graveyard next turn. So we'll have our sacrifice outlet going. And yeah, I think we can't really lose from this position. They cast the Sifter of their own. Sure, don't care too much about that. Pass it back. We draw. And we'll see what the... Okay, that is awesome. So I'm going to start by casting a Cutthroat from hand. We will cast this, paying some life. Ooh. Okay, so, alright, they just concede. Sweet. So, yeah, we were in a pretty dominant position there. Bolas Citadel just wins the game. LSV did a deck guide, and he basically advocated cutting Bolas Citadel in, like, every matchup, and I could not disagree more. Like, you can cut it sometimes, but it's just the best card in the deck by a lot. He said Collected Company was the best card, but that's just so false. Like, Bolas Citadel is the card that makes this deck work, in my opinion. Collected Company is probably your second best card, but Bolas Citadel just wins the game on its own almost every time. Okay, so we're playing the Mirror. We want to have outs to their Mayhem Devils, so I think we'll bring in pushes. These are good against their mana dudes, and if we can get Prowess, then if we can get Revolt, we can make them hit the Mayhem Devils. So what do we not want? I think Priest of the Forgotten Gods is a bit dicey. Making them sacrifice a creature doesn't really accomplish much because they have so many like goats and Eldrazi Scions and stuff like that. And if they have a Mayhem Devil, sacrificing 2 of your own creatures is pretty bad. So I think I like just making this exchange. We could also bring in Assassin Trophy, but I really don't want to dilute our deck too much. Let's see. Maybe I'll bring in like 1/1 Catacomb Sifter. And 1 more/1 Blister Pod. Let's see. How many Collected Company hits do we have now? We have 26 creatures and they all get hit. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think that's enough. So we'll run this. We definitely did just weaken our Collected Companies a fair amount, but I think this interaction will be good, especially on the draw. We just want to make sure we have answers to their Mayhem Devil. That game we were able to answer it with our own Mayhem Devils, but if we hadn't drawn multiple Mayhem Devils, that could have gone very poorly for us. Well, this hand has double Collected Company, no acceleration. And we are on the draw. But I think I'm still going to keep it. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep it. Like, we could get punished. If they have a really good draw, we'll lose. But I think double Collected Company is nice. We have Bolas Citadel. We just need to draw some cheap things. Okay, they have a Goose, so hopefully they don't have turn 2 Mayhem Devils. Or Mayhem Devil, singular. Alright, so we want to play both of our Blooming Marshes in our first 3 land drops, but we don't need that now, so we'll just get the red tap land into play. And now we'll see. Hopefully they don't have Mayhem Devil. Okay, just an Elvish Mystic. And they pass. Alright, well they could have Collected Company or something this turn. Assassin's Trophy. Well, we're still going to play the Cutthroat this turn, but that is that's a nice one to have. I guess if they play Mayhem Devil, then they can sacrifice their food and immediately kill our Cutthroat, so that's bad. But I still think it's better than just not doing anything. Okay, looks like they don't have the Devil. Oh no. They have to. Oh, okay, never mind. They had the land. So yeah, they have the Devil here, and they can kill our Cutthroat. So that's very bad. But at least we do have the answer to it in the trophy. It's not the best answer because it does ramp them. These decks, I'm playing 1 Forest. I would imagine they're doing the same. Okay, they have a Cutthroat, so that's not ideal, but it's fine. We will play Blooming Marsh, Gilded Goose, and pass and trophy this. Green, black, yep. And the next turn we can play Collected Company, and then the turn after another company. They only have 2 cards in hand, so and they play land every turn, so they could just have more lands. They don't have any ways to sacrifice a creature right now, so I don't think we lose too much here. Okay, in response to that, we are going to kill this. If they hit a Woe Strider, I don't want them to be able to sacrifice some things and kill our Gilded Goose. So we do take 1 here, but that's fine. Our life total is high. This is a big collected. Oh, they're playing a basic swamp. Interesting. If they hit like another Mayhem Devil and okay, Gilded Goose. Okay, we can beat this. We can definitely beat this. They still have 2 cards. Hopefully they play land. Okay, Fatal Push is fine. We still have Collected Company mana. Hit us for 1, also fine. Ooh, that was a good draw. So I think we're just going to cast this main phase because we could potentially hit, like, Mayhem Devil plus Woe Strider and, like, want to kill their mana dude or something. Although, them having double cut is a bit scary. But yeah, we're just going to main phase this. Well, that's a bummer. You see the problem here. We hit 2 sideboard cards. Those 2 cards would have both been Zulaport Cutthroats, or they would have been Priests, or Blister Plotter. Yeah, I mean, this Collected Company would have been way better if we didn't have these in our deck. But at the same time, if we hadn't killed their Mayhem Devil, we would have lost. I still think we made the right sideboard plan. And if we're going to hit 1 creature, I at least want it to be this one. Plus, our next Collected Company is a lot more likely to have good hits now because we just put 5 misses to the bottom. Okay, well, there's a Woe Strider. So they can drain us for a lot. They can sacrifice 1, 2, 3, 4. They can drain us for 8, 9, 10, 11 right now. But they would also get rocked by this Mayhem Devil, so that wouldn't actually be too bad. Alright, I think we're just going to cast another main phase Coco and hopefully have a bit better hit. Bummer that this Catacomb Sifter was right on top. Ooh, wow. Okay, so I think we're just going to get max Mayhem Devil. Yeah, we don't have a sacrifice outlet right now, but we can hopefully hit one. So, I mean, we can just sacrifice this food token to deal 3 damage next turn. That's pretty busted. So, we'll pass it back. If we draw land, we can also play Bolas Citadel. So now they can't really sacrifice stuff profitably at all. Sure, they make another food. Don't care about that, because if they sacrifice their food, then that really does not go well for them. They do attack with that. Do we want to block? No, we just take 3 here. They can actually recast that potentially. Well, probably not, but still. I'm fine with taking this. Alright, another elf. So yeah, these Mayhem Devils are really going to wreak havoc on their board of a bunch of 1-toughness creatures. Second Woe Strider is a bit annoying. So we need to kill these Zulaport Cutthroats immediately. But once we do that, I think we'll be in good shape. I actually think even if we draw land, we're not just going to jam the Citadel. I want to crack this food. Oh, wait. Okay, so this is dicey now. They sacrifice something. They can drain us they can drain us out. I guess the question is if we point all the triggers at them. Well, Like if we try to kill the Cutthroats, they can just sacrifice other things in response. Like whatever we're trying to kill in response. I think we might actually just be dead here, unfortunately. Let's see. Edit this out. I want to think for a little bit. I guess I should talk to my thinking. So if we shoot the Cutthroat, they just sacrifice more things in response. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things they can sacrifice, which would kill us. I guess we can. I mean, yeah, I just don't think it matters. Whatever we try to kill, they can also just sacrifice. If we put all our Mayhem Devil triggers at them, that still doesn't work because we're at the same life total and we're taking 2 and they're taking 1 net. I guess if we point these at the Cutthroats, that's probably the best bet because they can't really sacrifice those profitably. They can sacrifice other things, but I think that's fine. So we'll point 1 at the Cutthroat, 1 at this Cutthroat, and 1 at, I guess, a Woe Strider. Like pointing one at like the Elvish, the Llanowar Elves definitely doesn't do anything. So they sacrifice the okay. So they sacrifice a goat. We'll point a second thing at a Woe Strider, and I mean I guess we could just point more things at the Cutthroats. No, I'm gonna put more triggers just at the Woe Striders, and now by the time they get to these Mayhem Devil triggers, their Woe Striders will be gone, so they have to stop sacrificing. So right now they have 2, 4, 6 points of life drain right now. I guess I'll just point these. I think I actually might screw this up. We shouldn't have put the first one at the Cutthroats, I think. I'll point these at Elvish Mystic, Llanowar Elves, and Gilded Goose. So, I mean, yeah, I think, are we dead here? Yeah, like, we can't do anything to stop this, really. Like, we can just keep on, they can just always sacrifice and keep, and, like, guarantee that they get triggers from all their Cutthroats. So, I think we just point triggers at them and hope they can't kill us. This is a huge stack. Wait, so let's see, how many total Zulapur Cutthroat triggers are there right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 right now? Oh, man. I mean, yeah, I think we're just dead. So they sacrifice a Woe Strider here to go to 14 triggers. Yeah, we're definitely dead. Bummer. I don't think there's any way to prevent this though. I don't think we could have done anything here. Oh, it's so frustrating. So maybe we were just supposed to hit a Zulapur Cutthroat. Yeah, none of these matter. We're just in case I miscounted, I'm not going to concede yet, but I'm pretty sure we're just dead. So, yeah, I think there's more than enough triggers at our face right now that we die, and we have no way to gain life, unfortunately. So now all these triggers resolve and we die. I'm not going to concede because it's possible that I'm remembering wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case. Man, double Zulapur Cutthroat does work. They get all these scry triggers that don't matter. We're at 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Wait. Oh no, I must have miscounted, right? Yeah, we're dead. Because there's. Oh, we go to -1. So close. Bummer. Alright, that's frustrating. So I think actually, if we had taken a Zulaport Cutthroat there, we maybe could have won because we could have killed off our own creatures. I'm not really sure. That was a really complicated game. I've never won the mirror match before. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm sort of trying to figure it out as I go. On the play, Priest of Forgotten Gods might become better again. I think I do want all these other cards. I guess maybe I'll turn one Citadel for one Priest. And run it back like this. And hopefully we can just be a bit faster, I guess. Oh man, that was so close. Alright, pretty good hand. We have turn 1 Llanowar Elves, which is always nice, and then turn 2 Sifter, most likely. We're a bit constrained on black mana, so that's something to be aware of. We want to use this Blooming Marsh for black mana every single turn if possible. Wow, no play on turn 1. That's good for us. Bolas Citadel. Well, that's annoying that we're so constrained on black mana. We're just going to cast the Sifter, though. Urborg would be our best draw by a lot. They could also play their own Urborg, potentially. Fatal push our elf. Okay, don't care too much about that. We get to scry. Collected company. I will take that. And we can just cast that next turn. I think that is worth it. We even get one scry so we can make our Coco a bit better. So we'll hit for 3. And I'm just going to pass here. No benefit in doing it main phase now because we have no creatures to gun down with the Mayhem Devil. Not a Mayhem Devil. Okay, there is a Mayhem Devil, so that's bad. Definitely want to sacrifice in response. So we get our Scry. Don't want a Blooming Marsh. I mean, I actually wouldn't hate drawing that, but we definitely don't want to reveal it off of Collected Company. Well, that did not really get there at all. Oh wait, no, we did. So we can take Goose plus Priest, and then I believe we can cast Citadel this turn. Because we get 2 black from that, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that seems good. So Goose plus Priest. And now they are going to get some Mayhem Devil triggers, which is annoying, but I still think we can overpower that, especially, well, I mean, they can definitely do some damage. All right, so we will sacrifice this for black mana. Oh wait, this is fine. They have to sacrifice this to our priest trigger. So we'll see what they shoot. All right, so I will use this now. Target our opponent. Sacrifice these 2 creatures. They can kill off our priest if they want to, but that's fine. It's already done its job. So they have to sacrifice a creature and lose 2 life. They kill off our Priest of Forgotten Gods, but that's okay, because we're going to have a Bolas Citadel on an empty board. We get to scry. Sure, I'm okay with playing that off of Citadel. Oh, wait, we draw it. Dang it. I forgot about that. Well, I sort of wish we had put this on the bottom now, but I don't think it matters too much. The Citadel should be able to win the game on its own. We have not played land yet, so that's good. Cast our Citadel. Play our land. Well, that didn't work too well, but we still have a Citadel. I guess they could have Assassin's Trophy. If they do, then we're in pretty bad shape, honestly. Our hand doesn't do too much, and we know the top of our library is a brick. But if they don't have Trophy here, then we can just go off. Okay, that's pretty good, but still not that good. I mean, actually, no, it does turn off our Zulapur Cutthroat, so that could be annoying. So we play Llanowar Wastes. Oh, come on. I don't really want to just pay 6 life for this. Is it worth it, though? Maybe. So this, if our creatures die, they get exiled now, which means this doesn't trigger and we can't gain life. So when we can't gain life, like, paying 6 life here becomes a lot worse. Like, yeah, we could go down to 9 and then, like, maybe keep the train going for a bit, but that seems pretty bad. So I think we're just going to play out our hand. We can't cast everything. So the question is, would we rather be a bit more mana efficient or get these 2 guys into play because they have summoning sickness? And I think I would rather... I don't think we need a million mana. Like, I would like to be able to cast a second Citadel next turn if we need it. But I think we're just going to go Gilded Goose, Cutthroat, Cutthroat. So we do need to find an answer to this, but we could hit a Fatal Push, and we can trigger Revolt with the food. We could hit Assassin's Trophy, or we could hit Mayhem Devil would do it. Actually, I guess we don't have a Sacrifice Outlet yet, but I still think that we're in pretty good shape here. So we'll take this. I mean, we could chump to preserve our life total, but I think I'm okay with taking this. Like, we can gain life next turn with the Gilded Goose if we need to, and the food tokens. So we'll go to 12. See what they have. Okay, Zulapur Cutthroat I don't care too much about. Not a Mayhem Devil. Okay, Woe Strider's definitely fine. So they can drain us for 4. There's a land on top. Alright. I'm not going to shock. Wow, that's super bad. That's very, very unfortunate. So we pass Llanowar Elves, and then we'll just pass, and we can crack a clue, or the food to gain 3, and then make another one with a Gilded Goose. And yeah, just hitting double land on top there is very unfortunate. Okay, we can double block the Woe Strider. I don't think that's good though. I think I'm just going to chump one of their creatures with this, and then just keep the rest around. Doesn't matter which we block, but we really need like we've gotten remarkably unlucky with Bolas Citadel, like hitting another Bolas Citadel and then just a bunch of lands. We haven't hit a single creature off of this, so hopefully we can get. Oh man, now they can. Oh, they don't have a Citadel of their own. That's good. So we will make a food and crack a food to go back up to 12. We got to get rid of this Kalidas, but once we do, I mean, I guess there's a couple things we need, but Bolas Citadel can do a lot in one turn. All right, there's a Blister Pod. Pretty happy to hit that. Catacomb Sifter. So, frustratingly, again, Kalidas turns off the scry from that. Okay. Collected Company is nice, so we'll cast this. Okay, there's a Woe Strider, so we can get a scry engine going now. We hit Woe Strider, and I think just a second Woe Strider. Although, bummer to put the Assassin's Trophy on the bottom. So, we have our own Cutthroat, but again, we can't gain life. So, if they sacrifice everything, do we just die? Oh, wait, no, we have this food token. So, we can gain 6 life. This is really scary, though. I think I'm going to start, I'm going to crack this food. And if they want to sacrifice things in response, we can make another food and sacrifice that. So hopefully they do that. Okay, they did not take the bait, so we'll cast this. There's a Blood Crypt. We have not played land, I believe. Do we dare cast another Woe Strider is the question. I don't think I want to go that low in life, so I'm just going to scry that to the bottom. Oh, wait, what? I'm pretty sure that's wrong. Oh, it's only non-token creatures. Oh, so we can gain life off of tokens. I forgot about that. All right, that's great news. We still, like, Blister Pod won't make a token or anything, but it is really, really nice that we get a life buffer from that. So I am still going to scry this Woe Strider to the bottom. My life total is precious here. Mayhem Devil. Okay, that we will take. And now we should be in business. So cast Mayhem Devil. There's a trophy too. All right, yeah, we've locked this one up. Oh, did they have a collected company in response? Okay, in response to this, I'm going to make a food token. So they cannot kill us. I would like this Woe Strider or this Mayhem Devil to resolve before the Mayhem Devil. Yeah, I want the Mayhem Devil to be on board before we crack the food if possible. So they get their counters there. They can sacrifice 3 creatures to drain us for 3, but we survive at 1. So they stack another creature here to scry. Okay, that's fine. We go to 3. I think we should be able to win this turn. They put a card on top. That's a bit scary. We'll see if they sacrifice another thing. Okay, they do not. So yeah, we can sacrifice this safely, and they cannot kill us. So, sacrifice the food. Shoot Zulaport Cutthroat first. They can sacrifice it if they want to, that's fine. Okay. That happens. Alright, now we should be good to go. Because now we gain 3 life, so we go to 5. We Assassin's Trophy their Kalidas. And now we can gain like 1,000,000 life with Zulaport Cutthroat. I mean, we could probably just win with the board, actually. I don't even think we need to do anything else. So, I will sacrifice this Blister Pod. So we target them with the Mayhem Devils. I mean, I guess the only issue is clock now. So I'll just try and be fat. Okay, they concede. Sweet. So yeah, I mean, every single card that we sacrifice deals 3 damage with the Mayhem Devil and the 2 Zulaport Cutthroats. So we can just sacrifice our whole board, scry 1,000,000, get more creatures if we need, and we'd be gaining life this whole time because of the Cutthroats. And I mean, drain them out. I think we could probably deal over 100 damage this turn if we had the time on the clock. And we could almost definitely go through our entire library and cast every single creature. So, pretty good start. Took down the mirror match, 1-0. Alright. We are on the play here in round 2 against Vejespaniol. Not really sure on that one, but either way, we'll be keeping this hand. It's not amazing, but we can activate Priest of Forgotten Gods on turn 3. And so if it's against a matchup where them sacrificing something is hard for them, that'll be really good. We don't have red mana. We don't have a 1-drop. We don't have Bolas Citadel or Collected Company. So it's very far from ideal, but I still think it is a keepable hand. Mountain. Okay, well, I doubt that our Priest of Forgotten Gods will be long for this world, but that's alright. Still casting it here. Woe Strider is a pretty nice one. I could definitely imagine this being a game where the escaping becomes very relevant. We already have almost enough mana. They'll be killing our creatures, so this could be a very nice recursive threat. Ooh, Darksteel Citadel. Steel Overseer. Okay, not really things I was expecting there. So we can make them sacrifice something with a priest. I think that is probably worth it. So I'm just going to play Catacomb Sifter and then sacrifice both things to the priest and cast Zulaport Cutthroat. We could also go for a Citadel next turn. But I think like cutting them off of resources pretty early is important. So I'm just going to go for this. And I would rather sacrifice the Sifter than the Woe Strider, I think. Although, yeah, no, I think we would rather do that. We also do get Scry this way. See, that's pretty close. Never mind, actually. I think, no, we want the Woe Strider more because it's good in Bolas Citadel. So we'll cast this, and then sacrifice both creatures. So we scry one. Another Sifter, do we want that? Yeah, we probably do. At the very least, we can just use that to make them sacrifice a creature and, like, cantrip it. And we have a land drop for next turn either way, so I'll keep this. So they lose 2 life and sacrifice a creature. Almost definitely Bomat. Yeah. And we draw our card. We'll cast a Zulaport and pass the turn back. And now next turn we can go Sifter plus Woe Strider. Unfortunately, we cannot quite cast Bolas Citadel because you cannot sacrifice Priest of Forgotten Gods to itself. Another Bomat, alright. So they can hit us for 2, but that's fine. We can make them sacrifice another creature. I guess if they can play another creature, that would be a bit annoying. But hopefully they cannot. So we fall to 17. They're very likely to have Shrapnel Blast in their deck. So, that was our worst draw in the deck by quite a large margin. So we will play Llanowar Wastes, cast Catacomb Sifter. Sacrifice both of the Sifter creatures. Oh, what? Oh, are they going to kill our priest here? Shrapnel Blast, Priest of Forgotten Gods. Okay, that's fine. I mean, they don't really have much of a board going on now. Our life total is still pretty high. So we cannot play Woe Strider. We can sacrifice this to have 2 mana, but we don't have 3. So if we top deck a land that's untapped, we can play Bolas Citadel next turn. This turn we can hit for 1. So it's still yet to be determined if they're playing blue or just if they're mono red. I sort of think they are playing blue. Okay, yeah, definitely blue red. So they can play Ensoul Artifact on their Citadel. Another Bomat Courier. Okay. What could this be for 3 mana? Oh, probably just a Stonecoil Serpent. Sure, that's a bit slow. It's sort of funny, this is devoid, so even though it looks like it's green-black, you can block Stonecoil Serpent with this. They have no attacks this turn, so if we draw land, we slam Citadel and win. Probably. Land. Not only was it not a land, it was an actively terrible draw. Well, I mean, it's a good draw, like a good card in the matchup, but I think it's going to be too late by the time we actually get it down and we don't have red mana. So we cast this. we have like, I mean, yeah, we are very, very likely to be able to kill them next turn, or at least like get Bolas Citadel and accumulate a massive board presence. But they have a big attack this turn. Okay, they have a Ginger Brute that can hit us for 2. We can just chump something with a goat and scry. Okay, there's a Ghost Fireblade, so they'll put that here, and we can't really do anything about that. Although it's nice to know that they don't have a Shrapnel Blast in hand. So we're taking 7 here. We can't fight that profitably. Can't block that. Oh, they're just doing this. Interesting. Okay, well, I guess we just take 9 then. Fall to 9. And then hope to, well, yeah, we're just going to take this. We can't really do anything about it. We could block this, but that just doesn't do that much. So we will, like it has trample. So blocking and then sacrificing our card doesn't do anything. So we're going to scry, hope to hit like an untapped land, I think. If it was a collected company, that would be close. We get scry 2 though, so we have a good chance of finding what we want. Okay, I don't think we want a priest here. Drain them for 1. Definitely don't want another Man Devil. Well, that's awkward. Now we need to sacrifice another creature if we want to scry. Oh man, that seems pretty bad because all our creatures are good. I don't want to lose. We can't lose the Scion because we need that to cast Bolas Citadel. Are we at the point where we just can't use Bolas Citadel though? Maybe. But how do we win if we're not using it? So I think I actually am just going to sacrifice the Catacomb Sifter, even though I'm not happy about it. Okay, well, good thing we did. We would have lost if we drew that for sure. And now we just have to hope we have a land on top. Bummer. That should almost definitely guarantee our loss. I mean, we have a Sifter next turn, or a Citadel next turn, but I think it's going to be too late unless we get exceptionally lucky. So we just pass the turn. We can't block the Ginger Brute, and we can't profitably block the Stonecoil Serpent. Another Beaumont Courier, okay. Man, that's very frustrating. We scryed a bunch, and to like look at that many cards and still never find our land is very frustrating. So yeah, this is gonna be very hard to win now. I mean, we have life gain in the bank. Like we can gain life with the Cutthroat, but I really don't think this looks great. So we can't do anything about the 3 damage from Ginger Brute, so we're functionally at 8. We have to keep our Woe Strider around. Because if we don't, I mean, I think we do. Yeah, I think we need that. Oh, this would be great. Please, please attack like this. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, they absolutely should just attack all out here, I think. Although I guess they're maybe worried about dying in the backswing. So, we're taking 3 here. So we have to chump this and put enough toughness in front of this to survive. So, I think what we're going to do is block here and here. And then we will sacrifice this Scion to scry 2. And we need to land again because we're sacrificing this. And I still think Bolas Citadel is our plan here, hopefully. So we'll do this, block. We're going to gain 2 and take 5, 6, 7, 8. So we go to 5 overall. And we get 2 scry triggers. Meanwhile, we are working their life total down a bit as well. Okay, perfect. That's exactly the card we wanted. And then we need to get pretty lucky with the Bolas Citadel. So we go to 5. Hopefully we can hit more Cutthroats. Alright, so we draw this. I mean, if our top card is a land, that sucks. Because we already played land. We do get to drain them for 1 here. Yeah, if we could have cast this a couple turns earlier, we would have easily won, but now it's going to be tight. Okay, there's a Goose. That's a good draw. We cost 1 to play, and then we can sacrifice it to gain that life back immediately. If they're oh no, yeah, this should be fine. So I think, can we survive another attack? No, right? Like they have 9 damage of trample. Yeah, we can't survive that. So we have to hope to get really lucky and kill them this turn. So we will sacrifice this Goose, scry this to the bottom. Bummer. Okay, so we have. I mean, we're all in at this point. We have no other out, so we have to just lose our own cutthroat. Scry this to the bottom as well. Now we're finding all those lands we wanted earlier. Oh, that's so frustrating. Okay. That is brutal. We scried like all these creatures at the bottom and then just hit mono lands there. Like if we did a couple creatures in a row, we could have won. Like Sifter and a Woe Strider. You know, yeah, we would. Yeah, if we cleared that land, I think we could have won because we would pay life down to 4. I guess we'd be at 3 because we wouldn't have sacrificed this cutthroat. Sacrifice both of these two. Yeah, I think we could have won if we had not, had one fewer land on top there. But unfortunately, they take us down in game 1. So definitely want fatal pushes. I don't think I'm going to bring in anything else. And Bolas Citadel will trim on. It is good still, but they are pressuring our life total quite a bit. We'll trim one of those. Maybe 2. I do want to draw 1, but I think Mayhem Devil is our most important card. Trim a Blister Pod and 1 Sifter. And run it like this. If we had a Fatal Push there, we could have, and like to kill their early, well, I mean, really to kill anything, Stonecoil Serpent or their Steel Overseer. If your opponent resolves a turn 2 Steel Overseer and it stays in play the whole game, it's a little tough to win. Alright, let's have a turn 3 Bolas Citadel draw. No 1-drop again. I think I'm going to keep it, though. I feel like we're playing 9 1-mana accelerants, so it seems like we should draw them more frequently than we have. We could play this shock, like, untap to kill their 1-drop, but my life total matters. I would love to be able to not shock every turn. They hit us for 1 here. I think we're just going to, hopefully we draw land. Ugh. Alright, I think we're going to shock, play Gilded Goose, and then pass and hold a Fatal Push. I'm not going to Fatal Push the Gender Brute pre-combat. Like, we'll take our 1 damage. I mean, we can even block it. They'd have to pump it. And if they play any, like, we'll kill the scariest thing that's around at the end of the turn. Okay. If they just play an equipped Ghostfire Blade, yeah, sure, I'll kill this. If we had a bunch of mana, I might still save this, but our mana is going to be pretty taxed. So, oh, come on, deck. So frustrating. So, I think we should play Priest of Forgotten Gods here. I mean, we could play Woe Strider or Mayhem Devil, but I think getting the Priest down will be good, especially since they're pretty likely to only have 1 creature. And now, if we do manage to draw a land, we'll be in very good shape, I think. Oh, just Shrapnel Blast our... Yeah, that seems like a fine trade for us. So we lose our Priest. They play, what, Stonecoil for 1? So Mayhem Devil cannot kill that, unfortunately. But it's still not too threatening. Dang it, deck! Come on, deck! That's so annoying. Alright, so we will sacrifice this. We're going to cast a Woe Strider. We really, like, now we're back down to 2 mana there, so we can't even cast anything. I mean, we can play a Zulaport Cutthroat, but that's not very impressive. Alright, they cast an Ornithopter. Steel Overseer, okay. I mean, yeah, that's bad. We really, really, really need to hit this land. I think we are just going to sacrifice the Goat to Scry, even though I'm not enthusiastic about that, because we have to hit land this turn. I think if we don't hit land, it's going to be very hard to win. They have no attack, so Scry 1, come on, deck, give us the land. Alright, well, thank God we Scryed. We could sack this too, but we need to have something in play to sacrifice to the Mayhem Devil, or to the Woe Strider to do this, so I don't think I want to sacrifice this. I mean, we could sack to Scry, untap, if we hit the land, play Mayhem Devil, and then sacrifice the Mayhem Devil to Scry, but I want to keep the Mayhem Devil around, so really just hoping to hit that land. Oh, no! Okay, that's pretty brutal. I mean, we could just make a food to guarantee that we have Mayhem Devil next turn, but that just seems so weak. I think I'm just gonna play Cutthroat. And I guess we just attack for 3. Yeah, I think we are gonna. Oh wait, yeah, we'll attack for 3. Um, like we are pressuring their life total a bit because we do like if we have double Cutthroat, we can deal a lot of damage, and also there's Mayhem Devil coming up. But really frustrating that just to keep on missing these land drops. Aether Sphere Harvester. Okay, don't care too much about that. Now they're not even equipping their Ghost Fire Blade. I'm just gonna scry with this Gilded Goose end of turn. So brutal. So they do get a counter on the Harvester. I mean, that'll gain them a lot of life. They don't have attacks here. I guess we could block with this next turn. We're gonna hold off. Actually, we're not gonna scry this turn. Really hope to hit the land naturally. It seems only fair. We've scryed a card to the bottom and just seen so many cards, but even if we don't hit it, we can play second Cutthroat. Oh, all right. So play second Cutthroat, and now we can block the Harvester with Gilded Goose and then sacrifice it to scry so they don't gain the life. And they're taking 2 from that, so we can hit. Wait, this has crew 1, so we cannot attack. Never mind. That would really not go well. But yeah, I'm pretty annoyed to still be on 2 lands at this point. We kept a 2-lander. There's a Ginger Brute. We can't block that, but we can outpace it with our life gain. Wilmot Courier, sure. Like, can you just imagine if we had gotten a Man Devil down, all these one-toughness creatures, we could have just shredded their board. And now it's too late because they're all getting bigger from the Steel Overseer. But if we had hit our land drop earlier, we would be in amazing shape. So we'll see if they make Ginger Brute unblockable or if they give the Ghost Fireblade something. Okay, that's going to be fine for us. Okay, they pay an energy to give it lifelink. Again, I don't think they realize that this isn't going to work. Or maybe they do and they're just like forcing us to lose this, but... Alright, do we want to block with anything other than... Like, I don't really want to lose the Woe Strider because we need to have a sacrifice outlet for this Mayhem Devils. So I think we're just blocking here. And then we'll just take 7 and gain 2. Come on, deck. Give us that land, finally. Yes! Alright, that is awesome. So finally we hit our land. We take some damage here. We can hit back for 5, though. Wait, we might have lethal. Let's think about this. So we play our Mayhem Devil, hit for 5. They fall to 9. We can sacrifice Mayhem Devil to deal 3 to them. They go to 6. Sacrifice Cutthroat to deal 2 to them. They go to 4. Sacrifice the other Cutthroat. They go to 3. So that's close, but no cigar. Can we kill them? Or, can they kill us, is the second question. Oh, they can gain a bunch of life with the Harvester. Yeah, I think we're too late now. Man, that's so frustrating. Alternatively, we could play Woe Strider. Hit them for 5 again. They fall to 9. Sacrifice the Woe Strider and the Goat to drain them for 4. They fall to 5. Sacrifice a Cutthroat to deal 2 more. They go to 3. Then they go to 2. Oh, really close again. Okay, so we cannot kill them this turn, although we can come very close in multiple ways. Can we survive a hit? Well, first of all, they're going to gain 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 life. So that's annoying. And then we're taking 8 in the air that we can't do anything about. We go to 4. But we can gain a lot of life. I think we have to just... I mean... This is very close. So, again, they're going to tap this to put a counter on everything. So in the air, we're taking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 damage in the air that we cannot block. They can also make it so we can't block this. So 12, 13, 14 damage that we can't block. So we have to deal with these, and except they're taking 14. So if we block the, I guess we could also try and Mayhem Devils to kill something, but no, that doesn't work. Hmm. This is so annoying. We're really close. If we hit land any turn before this, like, I mean, this is turn 7, we just hit our third land drop. Turn 6, easy win. And, like, it's just a blowout if it's any turn before that. But I think it might be too late now. We can put one Woe Strider on this, and a Goat on this. And then we sacrifice them both to gain 4. And then we take damage from all the rest of these, which is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we gain 4, so we go to 2 then. And we have the same board. They've taken 4 and they've gained 8. So they're at 18 now. Yeah, I think we're just going to attack with all of these creatures and then play Woe Strider. And if they top deck anything, we lose. Almost anything. But we just need to hope that they brick for 1 turn. They also are spending 2 of their 3 mana to equip this and use Ginger Brute in this calculation. So, yeah. We will attack. Again, we're just so painfully close. Just want to think through it one more time. So we sacrifice 2 things for full damage. They go to 5. We sacrifice a Cutthroat. They go to 3. Another Cutthroat. They go to 2. If we had 1 more mana, we could play Llanowar Elves, and that would be lethal. But we can't do that, so... Woe Strider. So they'll be at 13 next turn. Oh, man. Yeah, so close in so many ways. Very, very frustrating that we had to scry so many cards at the bottom and wait so long to hit the land drop. Oh, whoa. Oh, I forgot they had to, okay, I was actually miscalculating the whole time. I forgot they had to tap a creature to crew that. Okay, so, I mean, yeah, they're gaining 8 life, which is the problem. But we can do some things. Let's see if they attack with everything or if they leave something back. Oh, whoa. Was not expecting that. Okay, well, that's fine. I mean, if they top deck the Shrapnel Blast, they still can't kill us because we can gain a lot of life in response for the Cutthroats. So the question is, do we want to scry or just untap? If we could get Mayhem Devil into play before we sacrifice, that's way better. So I think we're just going to untap. Although we're... being able to play Llanowar Elves would be really nice. But yeah, I think we're just going to take this and not scry and get the extra point of damage. So they go to 17. Alright, we untap land. Another Cutthroat. That's better than a land, actually, I think. So we can play a third Cutthroat. And the Llanowar Elves. And now I think we have lethal because, well, let's see. So we attack. If we attack with everything, we can force through 1 damage. We can sacrifice a Woe Strider and a Goat and a Llanowar Elves to deal 9 right off the bat. Let's see. What happens if we attack with everything? Say they maximize damage they're preventing, which means blocking everything except for a Cutthroat. Then before damage, we sacrifice Woe Strider, Goat, Llanowar Elves. That hits them for 9. They fall to 8. Then we sacrifice... No, then we don't sacrifice anything. They kill 2 of our creatures in combat. They kill 3 of our creatures in combat. No, they would kill 2. Well, let's see. They're not blocking this or this. So we attack with everything. They block Woe Strider, Zulaport Cutthroat. We sacrifice 2 things to the Woe Strider. They take 6. 3 creatures die in combat. They take 9. So that's 15. Then 1 creature gets in, and they die at 1. But we can sacrifice the Cutthroat to deal the extra damage. So I think we should have lethal here. They could also not block a Woe Strider, but I think that's worse for them. So I think this seems fine. If they have a Shrapnel Blast, they can kill one of our things, but we're not in a position to play around stuff. So we're sending everything. I mean, wait. What if we just don't even... Do we need to attack? We can just sacrifice 1, 2, 3, hit them for 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, man, wait. I think we might actually only be able to take them to 1 here, but we definitely can't survive. We can't untap, so we're doing this. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, I think we need to attack here. Oh, I also forgot they can gain 3 life with Ginger Brute. Oh, yeah, we're dead. We can't win this game. Bummer. I don't think there's any line we could have taken. I mean, we scryed as aggressively as we possibly could have towards the land. Still didn't get there. Okay, so sacrifice a goat to scry. Yeah, we were hoping they were going to let a Voice Rider through. I think we're dead now, though. I mean, it doesn't matter. We're not going to get to untap, but I guess if we did untap, we'd want a flyer. So now we sacrifice this Llanowar Elves. Hit them for 3 more. Can't cast that. Bottom. And now, if this just happens, they go to 1, but it's not actually going to 1 because they have the Ginger Brute. So, oh wait, we can, well, we can sacrifice this Woe Strider. I mean, yeah, we can present lethal damage, but they can just gain life in response. So we just have to hope that they forget about the Ginger Brute somehow. This gain life does not come up too much, but it's very relevant here. That doesn't, I mean, I guess that would be a fine draw because it would give us Collected Company. So now they take, let's see, if we sacrifice the Zulaport Cutthroat, that deals 3. They go to 5, and then these 2 do, yeah, I mean, we have lethal then. So if we sacrifice the Zulaport Cutthroat before damage, they take 3, and if we just let damage happen, they take 2 extra. So we will do this. I mean, yeah, again, we're presenting exactly lethal, but they can just prevent that from happening with the Ginger Brute. Can they kill us on the backswing? We will be at 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Maybe they can't kill us because they are losing their Ginger Brute, and we get to keep 2 Cutthroats around. So actually, I should have focused on our scry. I really wish we kept the Llanowar. Wait, that land. On this, I guess. Yeah, that if we lose because of that, I'll be very annoyed. So we kill their Beaumont. Oh, they can also sack their Beaumont so that our Woe Strider doesn't die. Complicated game. So, like, yeah, again, if they just F6 and we F6, 2 creatures die. There's 4 Zulaport triggers, so they go to 1, and they're at 4 because of this getting in for 1 damage. But the 3 life from Ginger Brute will change it. Don't sack the Ginger Brute. Come on, opponent. No need to sack that. You're fine. They found the line. All right, so they survive at 3, and they can hit us back for 8 plus 5. Yeah, man. I feel so stupid for bottoming that Llanowar waste or whatever that land is called. We need to draw land for Collected Company now. Oh, they could also just have it in Ensnare. Okay, yeah, and Soul Artifact should make it lethal this turn. Actually, wait, no, I think it's still not quite lethal. Yeah, they can push to 1. So, man, now there's like very few lines that do it because we just bottomed one of them. I think there's only 2 more lines in the deck that would make us win here. So frustrating. So, oh wait, no, I miscounted. We're dead. I forgot they didn't have to. Yeah, all right. Really close game. We definitely gave ourselves a chance to win, but came up just a bit short. If we had like again, we missed our third land drop until turn 7. Not even close to a game if we hit it earlier than that. And like that was the exact turn where like they had a tiny window to win. So tough to lose that one, but I do think that was like a peculiarly bad draw. Like we had no one drop and then just never hit the land and still managed to get them down to the point where they would have been dead if they didn't have the Ginger Brute to gain 3 life. So really tight game. The opponent played well, so props to them for that, and we'll try and salvage that 4-1. All right. Unfortunately, Bronson Alexander has defeated us in the die roll, but we have a great hand, so that's all right. Rolled a 4 too. That's not too bad. So easy turn 1. Marsh Llanowar Elves. Ooh, that's a good one. Next turn we'll probably play the Woe Strider just to have the Sack Outlet on board. Eliminate. That was mean. Well, now we'll play Gilded Goose. Actually, we will play Gilded Goose and Llanowar Elves. Don't know quite what we're up against right now. I mean, could be Esper Control. Could be like some sort of black-white brew. Okay, looking more like straight black-white. Another Eliminate. Yep. So I think we're just going to play Woe Strider here. Do we want to cast Elvish Mystic? I don't think so, because we'll have the same amount of mana either way, and I would rather keep the Sacrifice trigger around for when we have Mayhem Devil. Yeah. We'll get the Woe Strider down, pass the turn. Keep on killing our elves. Jeez. Okay, so we discard a card, and they gain 3 life. So we'll pitch, I think, just Elvish Mystic here. Alright, so the question now is if we want to hold a land in hand to discard to a second potential Basilica Bellhaunt. I think the answer is no. Because we do want to go up to Bolas mana. So we'll cast Mayhem Devil. And then I think I'm just going to attack with a Woe Strider because we can bring it back soon. And if they do block, we can just sack the goat to ping it for 1. And get some scry value. Alright, they do block, so bye-bye goat. Shoot Bellhaunt. Another Mayhem Devil. That's close. That's actually very close. I'm kind of leaning towards no, though. It's just like, I mean, it's not like it's a good card in the deck, but it's not at its best in this matchup. Like, they don't have a lot of 1 toughness things. So, and we don't have like that many things to sacrifice. So I think I'm gonna bottom that. Although it's not like a terrible draw by any means. So, all right, we need one more card in the graveyard until we can bring back the Woe Strider. I'm intrigued to see the rest of my opponent's deck. Alright, Collected Company, Blood Crypt, not quite. So we will start by attacking for 3. Actually, no, we'll start by playing a Sifter. Actually, back to attacking for 3 because we might want to play Woe Strider from the graveyard if we get the opportunity. Alright, we get in for 3. So we'll shock so we can make another food and cast Catacomb Sifter. And so now we have 7 mana, so we can play a Citadel if we draw it. A Fatal Push our Goose. Alright, we'll just make another food here. So they let us scry here. We still have Citadel mana, and we can bring back Woe Strider, so I'm very okay with this. I do not need another land. And we can also just sacrifice these 2 foods to deal 2 damage if we need to. Tide Taker. Okay, we'll probably just be killing that. Actually, wait, no. Oh! I think I'm just going to main phase Collected Company right now. Because it'll cost more on their turn. We can also do some nice sacrificey things. Alright, great. So, Woe Strider plus Mayhem Devil. And that is just going to do a lot of work. So, we can sacrifice sacrifice our goat, scry 1. Shoot the Tide Taker and shoot them. Scry 1. Another Woe Strider. I think we're actually just looking for only Collected Company or Bolas Citadel here because we're going to potentially scry more. And we like have a Woe Strider next turn already. Definitely don't want that. Now we will go to attacks and hit with everything. Oh, well, hitting with the Scion doesn't actually do that much. Oh, they're doing something here? Oh, animating Shambling Vent, right. So, that's fine. We'll see what they do here. If they block the Scion, we can just sacrifice it. That's no problem. Okay, that is a weird block. So we will just sacrifice this Scion for mana. Shoot the Shambling Vent for 1 and the Spirit for 1. Get our Scry trigger. Perfect. So we should be good to go now. And I think I'm just going to crack this clue, or crack the food, with our mana here, because we do want to have good mana for Bolas Citadel and just shoot them for 2. So now we have a good board. Oh, wait, we actually don't have Citadel mana because we lost our Scion. I forgot about that. But that's still fine. That will be a good draw soon. They could have a board sweeper here. Oh, Obnixilis, that's definitely not a problem. We'll see. Okay, they minus. So we'll sacrifice this. Shoot their Obnixilis for 2. Still just keeping everything on top even though we can't cast it. Now we untap, hit for 8. We almost just have lethal. Cast Woe Strider. And I don't think it matters what we keep in our graveyard. So we're definitely presenting lethal by a lot. We can gain 4, or we can deal 4 damage if they have a board sweeper. If we draw land, we can play Citadel. Well, I'll start by casting a Blister Pod. That also gives us Citadel next turn. Then we'll attack with everything. We could have Settle the Wreckage. Do we care about that? I don't think we do. So they do have to settle, but that's fine. I guess we probably should have left like one Woe Strider, but that's fine. We can sacrifice most of our things. So we'll start by sacking a goat, hit them for 1. We're also getting a bunch of scries here, so we can see if we like. I guess yeah, we're just hoping to hit land probably. Actually, I'm gonna keep that. That's just a nice gas intake, and we have Bolas Citadel either way. Then we'll sacrifice Woe Strider. Get you down to 6. Keep on putting Woe Strider on top. Sack Catacomb Sifter. Hit you for 1 more. And sack. We will sack this because we do want the. Oh wait. Oh, we can come very close to just killing them here. Oh wait, we can just kill them because we can sacrifice a food, right? So sacrifice this. Yeah, we can actually kill. Oh no, we bring them down to 1. Okay, so in that case, we're not going to sacrifice our Scion. Oh, hilarious. I also forgot. I think we are just going to get the forest here, even though it does mean shuffling our thing. That's fine. We still have a Woe Strider from the graveyard next turn. So we could have put them to 1 here, but this seems fine. So they're at 2. I guess if they have a Basilica Bell Hunt, that's bad. Then we're actually maybe not winning. I mean, we can still play a 5/4 Woe Strider, but they can just keep on cranking out Castle Ardenvale tokens. So really hope they don't have that. They murder, or they just cast a 2/3 lifelink, sure. So we can cast our Citadel here. Oh. That doesn't quite do it. We can come very close, but I'm just gonna, wait. We can, yeah, this actually does do it. So we can play Zulaport Cutthroat, sack this for mana, they go to 1, then escape that, and we have exactly enough mana, and then we can sack the goat, and they die. All right, sweet. So we were never really in bad shape there. Like we had a solid board presence the whole time. They had a lot of removal spells, but we were able to fight through that pretty well. On to game 2. So I think we're just gonna bring in 3 Midnight Reapers and nothing else. I mean, we could bring in Thoughtseize, but I don't think that's really the axis we need to fight on. They don't have any cards that are like absolutely game ending against us. So I'm just gonna trim a couple cards around the edges. Oh, Mayhem Devil actually looks a little lackluster here, so we can cut one of those, cut 1 Blister Pod and 1 Priest. Both Priest and Mayhem Devils are way stronger against decks that have like where they can be killing creatures, and they probably don't have that many creatures. All right, we'll run this. With all these 3s, we really want to see an accelerant on turn 1. Although I guess also our accelerants are going to die a lot of the times. Well, I think we got to ship this. No green mana is tough. All right, good hand now. We have a turn 3 Citadel. Although that'll definitely get disrupted. I think we're just going to put back the Zulaport Cutthroat. Yeah, I think it's just a little bit less important than the other cards. We're likely just going to be sacrificing whatever our next creature is to the Priest anyways. So we will play Overgrown Tomb untapped and Manowar Elves. And again, like, the Citadel, they'll likely disrupt our mana, so it probably won't come down for a lot longer, but when it does come down, it'll just be really good, so that's fine. Okay, they do have the Eliminate. Do I even want to play the Priest of Forgotten God? Yeah, actually, yeah, we do want to play the Priest. So I'm going to prioritize getting Black Man into play for the Bolas Citadel. Cast this. If they kill it, that's fine. Three white mana. Thalia. Well, that's pretty good against our lands. Although, that was a great draw, because now we can play Collected Company next turn. So, okay, knowing they have Thalia, that makes me want Priest of Forgotten Gods a little bit more. They hit us for 3. The card is pretty annoying against us. I think almost all of our lands are non-basics. Well, alright, that's bad. No land from the opponent. Well, we drew something we can cast at least, so we'll play that. Also, our left field is under some pressure, so having some life gain isn't the worst thing. We play this tapped and hit for 1, because we're definitely not blocking. And now next turn we can play Collected Company and hit some creatures to sack to the priest. Oh, do they have? Okay, sure. Yeah, assuming we don't completely whiff with this, this will give us fodder to sack to the Thalia, and potentially it'll give us mana for Bolas Citadel the turn after. I'm just going to cast this now in case we draw a 2-drop that we want to play with a mana. Wow, that is a lot of cards. So I think we should hit Mayhem Devil plus Midnight Reaper. And then I'm just going to sack them both. We draw 2 cards and kill this thing. So they're already sacrificing a creature, so we just shoot them with Mayhem Devil triggers. Draw a card. And we have 2 mana, again, from the Priest trigger. Well, another Citadel isn't exactly what we wanted. Alright, nice. We drew a 2-drop. So max rewarded for taking this line. We draw 1 more card from this. Hoping to hit a land. Alright, not a land, but that's fine. So now if we draw an untapped land or a 1-drop, we can play a Citadel next turn, because a 1-drop would let us use Priest for value. Okay, they kill that, sure. Alright, well now a 1-drop doesn't do it, but if we draw a land, we can play a Citadel. Otherwise, we still have action. They don't have a board. I think we're in good shape. Alright, another Thalia. Well, now we should... Okay, that's annoying, but not the end of the world. So we will cast Mayhem Devil, play Lenore Wastes tapped, and pass. They can hit us down to 7, but then we can play Citadel and hopefully do some good work with that. Hit the land. So they can play Basilica Bell Hunt, and we don't care too much about that. We could block, but I don't think we want to, because I think there's a good chance we want to use the Priest next turn. Yeah, looks like a Bell Hunt. Oh, okay. Well, that doesn't stop either of the cards we have in play right now, but it will make them a lot of 2/2s. Whoa, Strider, huh? So, yeah, I think we're supposed to cast Citadel here. I mean, we could kill them this turn, potentially. There's a Priest on top. I'll cast that. Ooh. Oh, this is fine, actually. So, this is a liability here, because we don't want to lose life. But, they'll get exiled because of Cletus, so it's actually fine. Obviously not paying 2 life here. Alright, so we will just pass back. Oh, wait, so we can actually kill their Cletus now. Oh, no, we have to pass back. What we can do is, in their upkeep, sacrifice these 2 creatures. They'll make 2 zombies. Oh, no, that won't actually work. Yeah, because they'll make the 2 zombies. Dang it. So, this is dicey, but we have a Citadel in play. So, I guess we have no life gain, though. So, the Citadel actually doesn't do much for us now. We need to find a way to deal with the Cletus. So yeah, I think we're actually dead here. Unfortunately, we can go to blocks. Oh wait, no, we're not dead. We're not dead. So this is what's gonna happen. So we block like this. Then we sacrifice these two creatures. They make 2/1/1s. We can shoot. Wait. I think we have to get the Cletus out of here. So we block like this. Sacrifice these two creatures. They make two zombies. We deal 2 damage, which we will deal 1 to Cletus and 1 to their face, I guess. Man, I wish we could sacrifice one more thing. But yeah, so we do this. Sacrifice these 2 things. The priest trigger goes in the stack. We deal 1 damage to Cletus. 1 damage to them. Then they first strike down this, get a 3rd zombie. Then damage happens and we kill it and these trade. They'll get a 4th zombie. So, yeah, this is bad. We're definitely behind. But we can kill the Cletus, which means we're not completely dead. So we have to sacrifice these both if we want to kill off the Cletus. Deal 1 damage here and 1 damage here. Oh, wait. Oh, big misplay. Okay, that was quite bad. We could have killed this. I forgot that we were going to get there was going to be a second sacrifice thing. Yeah, so big misplay there. We should have pointed the 1 damage at the Thalia. So now, I mean, now we're committed to this. But if we had done, oh, do they have? Oh, if they have a kill spell for this, then yeah, we're definitely gonna die. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that too. Okay, yeah, well, we're super dead here. But yeah, we don't have any answers to the Cletus. So we actually do want some number of fatal pushes, I think, just to deal with Cletus. This card is beating against us for sure. I'd like basically never seen this card until recently, so I guess this is just a response to all of the Jund Bolas decks. Yeah, we're dead. We can't gain life. So this card is bad for us. And Thalia's not as bad, but still not great, so I do think we need to bring in some removal. Probably just all 4 of these. And I'll go down to, I think I'll cut the blister pods and, let's see. Yeah, Priest is awkward against Kalidas. Think like this. This seems good to me. So we have weakened our collected companies a bit with the fatal pushes, but not too much. Alright, this hand is good. It has a lot of acceleration, so it could be low on gas, but we're sort of hoping that our opponent just, like, fires off a bunch of removal spells on all our things. We played against a lot of Cletus, though, so that's just something to be aware of. Maybe I should be building the sideboard more with that card in mind. So we'll see if they have the fatal push for this. They do not. Tormod's Crypt. Okay, that's not a very effective card against us. Alright, so we're just going to play a Woe Strider here. Another Temple. That's definitely fine. Put a card on top and just pass. Okay. So, how much do we want to extend? Like, they could just have a board sweeper. I think we're just going to play a Sifter and then hit for 4. It would be nice to have a way to hit them for damage with our sacrifices, but we can scry a bunch if they have a board sweeper. And they can't sweep our board this turn either way. Man, lots of tap lands over there. They play a Tithe Taker. Okay. I don't really get the purpose that card serves in the deck. Definitely not going to fatal push this, so we're just going to attack with... we actually have surprisingly bad attacks. I guess we just attack for 3. Yeah, we'll just attack with these 2. And I guess we will play... No, we'll just pass the turn. I don't want to get destroyed by Akaya's Wrath. And we already get sort of destroyed by that, but we don't want to get more destroyed. We still have like decent follow-ups and we can replay. Or they have to sacrifice the 12-month script. Okay, so they don't do anything. I'm going to sacrifice this goat. We have to pay 1, but that doesn't matter. So we get scry 2. Looking for collected company. Cutthroat. Is that good enough? I think it is. Right? Like we can... Yeah, we can do some damage with that. Their life total is getting a bit low. So we untap. Cast our Teleport Cutthroat. And then... I guess just attack with everything. They animate the Shambling Vent and we can Fatal Push the Vent. Yeah, I think that's fine. They'll be able to kill off our Woe Strider and trade. But at least then we get some value out of it and we have another Woe Strider to back it up. They could also trade with our Llanowar Elves if they want to, but that's fine. Putting them back a land is also very good. So they're most likely blocking the Woe Strider here, if I had to guess. And I think we're just going to let this happen. Hit for 4, these trade, we drain them for 1. We also get Scry. I don't think we want a Stomping Ground here. So if they do have a board sweeper, they fall to 4. Yep, we'll just pass. And then I think we can basically have lethal next turn. We can play Woe Strider plus Gilded Goose and have a bunch of creatures in play, so we should be able to kill them next turn. We could have another Tide Taker or Thalia. There's a Thalia, okay. So we draw Midnight Reaper. I think we want the sack outlet. I think we can actually just kill them though, right? Because we can sacrifice the Eldrazi Scion to hit them down to 7, and then we can play Gilded Goose, and Woe Strider all this turn. And then sacrifice, so they're at 7, to go to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0. Oh no, that would hit them to 1, actually. I just want to recount. So we sack the Scion, tap 2 for Woe Strider, then tap both of these for 2 Gilded Goose. We've hit them for 1, they're at 7. We can sacrifice 2 Gilded Geese and the Goat from here to put them to 4. Sack Llanowar Elves to 3, sack Catacombs Shifter to 2, but then we can't do the rest of the damage. So given that we cannot kill them this turn, I guess we could also... No, attacking wouldn't work, because then we wouldn't have enough mana to do everything. So I guess we just cast Woe Strider and Gilded Goose and pass. Oh, but then... Oh, wait, no, we don't need to sacrifice. I was thinking, like, then we can't sacrifice, because but they don't have a Tide Taker anymore. And also, even if they sweep the board, we don't need to actually sacrifice on our own terms. If they die on their terms, it still works. So given that we actually don't care about really sacrificing our things either way, I think I'm just going to play Midnight Reaper and Gilded Goose, and then we have easily lethal next turn, and if they sweep our board, they're still in bad shape, because they're taking 6, and falling to 2. We're also drawing a million cards if they kill everything. Right. I forgot about that card. That changes everything. Oh man, that makes my last play actually terrible. We could have dealt them a lot of damage this turn, but now we can't. Now we can't get our Zulaport Cutthroat triggers. So the question is, do we sacrifice the Scion? That's the only thing we can really do. And that just seems bad, so I don't think we're going to do that. We need to find another Fatal Push now. Priest of Forgotten Gods. Okay. Wow, this is so bad. This card is just a beating. How do we ever beat this? Well, first of all, if we had played a Woe Strider, would that have helped us last turn? And we could have gotten their life total low, but we couldn't have killed them. I don't think it would actually matter. And now, I mean, we can't really do anything other than stall and hope we can find a removal spell. Man, this card shutting down the life gain from Zulaport Cutthroat is so bad. So, we really want them to play Board Sweeper now. I mean, well, we don't actually want that, but... Oh no, we do want. We want them to play Board Sweeper, so we're going to play into it as much as possible. So, cast Woe Strider. And I think I'm not... Yeah, and then... So we'll cast Woe Strider and then cast another Gilded Goose. And pass the turn. So now, like, if they attack with Kalidas, they can't, like, they won't actually gain life. They attack with Thalia. Interesting. That doesn't seem very smart. So we could scry with the Scion, or I mean, we could scry with a lot of different things. I guess that actually does make sense. I'm going to scry with the Goat. So if we find a Man Devils, we win. If we find a Bolas Citadel, we probably win. If we find another Cutthroat, we're in decent shape. Midnight Reaper is terrible against Kalidas. Do we want to sack our other token? I don't think so. Yeah, that doesn't seem good. Because we want to be able to block a Kalidas. Man, okay, well, we're getting close to draining them out the old-fashioned way. Like, we can... I mean, right now, next turn, we can hit them down to 4. Wait, if we just attacked with everything there, could we have killed them? Oh, man. I think we could have, right? They could block 4 things. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no. We couldn't have killed them. But it's only going to get worse and worse now that they can, at worst, make a 1-1 every turn. So we have to find a Man Devils or Bolas Citadel ASAP. Alright, we will take the 3, I think. I mean, yeah. We don't care at all about 3 damage. We can outpace that with our Gilded Geese easily. They need to disrupt the status quo, I think. Alright, come on, Mayhem Devils. Mayhem Devil, singular. Ugh. Alright, well... Huh. Yeah, I just don't think that using Priest does anything. Oh man, I'm also low on time. Alright, so we just play this tapped. Or no, we... Doesn't actually matter. Oh no, it does slightly help us play it untapped. Oh, whoops, I forgot. Never mind. Okay, yeah, I'm playing a bit sloppy because I just got scared about time. But this is dicey. We gotta find something ASAP. So we would have wanted to shock so we could just make more food. But since they have Thalia, we just pay 2 life for no reason. Again, no, that's not how we're gonna lose. Like, we can keep on... Oh, they kill our Cutthroat. Okay. Oh, playing so poorly. So we should have sacrificed that in response and then fizzled this Murderous Rider. Okay, I'm sorry about this. I still think it's like basically just like good draw soon or bust. Okay, they're attacking with they're not attacking with Cletus. Actually, it's probably better that we didn't sacrifice. I think them losing 2 life is good here. So we take this. Oh wait, we can just. Oh no, we can't quite kill them. We can come close because we can use our priest twice. Put them to 1. So let's see. Here in the end step, I think we are going to start by scrying. We're going to scry sacking this. Bottom. Jeez. Okay, do we just go for it this turn? I think we do. I think our window is this turn. So I'm going to tap this and then sack it to scry. Bottom. Then we will make a food token and then sack this and a Midnight Rider to use this. So they're getting infinite zombies here. Like, we're all in on this turn. I'm killing them this turn. Okay, we drew Citadel. So we need to keep the rest of our stuff. That's good. That's really, really good, though. So, oh, what are they doing now? Okay, they kill that. That doesn't matter. We will sacrifice this right here, though. So this is the card we're drawing. It doesn't really matter unless it's one of, like, a very specific set of cards. Oh. Do we want that, though? I think it's got to be better than the average. Yeah, I think we do want that. Because if we draw like if we hit a black source, then we can use that. And that will turn on Zulaport Cutthroat. So we have 2 mana, sacrifice a clue. We're all in on this turn, so we're just going to sacrifice all of these food. Actually, I'm going to leave these 2. We could sacrifice them both, but I think our life total is not going to be the relevant thing here. So now we can. Oh, wait, no. We definitely couldn't sacrifice them both because we need one to cast the Citadel. Alright. Come on, Citadel. Do your thing. Oh, wait. I forgot that a Fatal Push was going to enter untapped. Or tapped. Well, Citadel number 2 is not what we wanted to see. Do we just scry it to the bottom? I think we're just going to cast it. Nice. Alright. Got there. So now we cast this. Play Urborg. Sacrifice this. Shoot them for 1. Sacrifice this. Shoot them for 1. Sacrifice this. Shoot them for 1. I mean, I guess technically we could have done this. If they have instant speed life gain, we get semi-punished for this, but I think it's fine. Whew. Wow, what a match. There are some slightly dubious situations there. I'm not sure I played it perfectly, but I guess we'll just keep these on top. Doesn't matter. Oh, whoops. I did not mean to do that. It's fine, though. Yeah, that was definitely not purposeful, but it's fine. Top. Alright. Tight battle. We did not have much time at the end, but we did take them down. Managed to win through Cletus. So, we probably are supposed to trim down on the Zulaport Cutthroats and not the Mayhem Devils because A, they're not pressuring our life total too much, and B, it gets around Cletus. So I think I missed sideboarded there, but luckily we were able to sort of gain life and clog the board and survive long enough that we were able to find these despite boarding down on them a bit. So, all right, 2-1. Hopefully we can keep it going into round 3. I mean round 4. Alrighty, here we are for round 4 against 2 JJM. We're on the draw. They rolled a 6, so high roller over there. Against a Lurrus deck, we cannot keep this. Although I'm betting Man Devil will be quite good, but can't keep this. This hand seems pretty great. I think we'll just put back one of the Priests of the Forgotten Gods. They're a bit redundant. I mean, we could put back a land as well, but I think I'm going to put back one of these. I do, in theory, want to get up to 6 mana. Foreboding Ruins. You don't see that one every day. Ooh, that was a great draw. And makes me very happy to have kept the 4th land. So next turn, we can either play a Priest or a Sifter. We'll see what happens. Against Lurrus in general, we do want to preserve our life total, so there's some incentive to try and get these into play tapped. We'll see if they kill this or do something. Okay, they do something. Well, Man Devil will be really good. I think we're just going to cast that. Make them have the answer. Yeah, I think that's our best line. So we'll play Blood Crypt, untapped, red, black. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, no, this is fine, actually, yeah. And then next turn we can play Catacomb Sifter and sacrifice the Scion to shoot the Pyromancer if it survives. Okay, they Dreadbore Man Devil. That's not ideal, but it's okay. And now we can play Collected Company. Stomping Ground was an okay draw there. Like, we might want another land drop next turn. We could, like, I mean, we have 5 mana worth of cards in our hand, and it just clears a bad draw from the top of our deck. So my life total is low here. I don't want it to get too low. The Priest of Forgotten Gods, though, is pretty weak against what they're doing. Like, it's very bad against Pyromancer, so I think we're just going to discard the Priest. Preserve some life, and, like, yeah, just get rid of the card that's not great. Dreadhorde Arcanist, okay. So they probably will not attack here. We would love it if they did. They noticed that we had Collected Company. So, this is sort of a brick. I guess we just hit double Zulaport. But that was definitely not what we really wanted to see. Well, Max punished for discarding the Priest. So we play the Sifter. We do have Bolas Citadel mana next turn. No attacks. I mean, right now they're not really doing anything there. They don't particularly have attacks. Dreadhorde doesn't flash anything back. They're not that close to Kroxa. So, I don't hate our position here. Cast the Luckwing can do something in the long run. Oh. Well, that's fine. That just makes us discard our last card. Because it does still get sacrificed immediately. So we still have Bolas Citadel mana because of the Scion. But now we don't really want to discard the Scion. Oh. Okay, sure. I still think this isn't too bad. I mean, they can flashback Dreadbore, I guess. It does something. We'll see what they kill. Is it the Sifter? It is. I think we should let this happen. But we have a bunch of 1/1s now, so we need a better board. Unfortunately, we don't get to scry from this, but we have a lot of draws that would just win the game instantly. We're just going to take this. I don't want to throw away my whole team on this. Okay, that's pretty good. That's definitely good, actually. So the question is, do we want to sacrifice the Scion to kill the Pyromancer right now? And I think the answer is yes. It does, like, we don't get to scry or anything, but I still think getting rid of the Pyromancer is a fairly high priority. And we have a ton of live draws now. And also, they have no attacks. pass it back. I mean, yeah, again, like, having a Priest of Forgotten Gods wouldn't do that much. Actually, it wouldn't even do much at all. Like, we could have had, yeah, I think we actually took the right line, even in hindsight here. Okay, so they get to draw a card of that, take 2 damage. If we can find a sack outlet, we can basically just win. Okay, that will fill the graveyard pretty quickly for Kroxa. They just need 1 more card in the graveyard now. Oh, they can attack and cast a Fatal Push now? But that's not too scary. They don't attack? Okay, come on, deck. Give us that Collected Company. Well, alright. Actually, that is a sack outlet, so we can deal some serious damage here. Pass it back. They can attack and cast Fatal Push to kill our Priest if they want to. Okay, well, now they can play Kroxa. Yeah, I think we're definitely behind here. Collected Company hitting double Cutthroat was sort of rough. Like, they hit no sack outlets or anything like that. But if we find a Woe Strider, we might just have lethal on board. Or they're just casting a Kroxa from their hand. That's really... That's a very poor play. Right? Like, they could have just cast that from their graveyard and it would just be better. I think we just shoot them here. Well, what's our goal? Like, what's our path to victory in this situation? I think we're trying to win next turn pretty much. Like, the Kroxas will just overwhelm us very quickly. So I think I'm just going to shoot their face instead of hitting one of their 1/1s. Yeah. If we hit a Woe Strider, I'm pretty sure we can just kill them. Let's actually do the math. If we do hit a Woe Strider off the top, we can sacrifice 2 things. They hit for 3 each. Then hit them for 3, 2, 1. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, that's very close. Oh, but they can Fatal Push, kill our Priest. Oh, that's why they cast it from hand. So they can kill our Mayhem Devils. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, and it makes sense and it's bad. So I'm not going to worry about killing this. We could kill it, but I think I'm just going to block like this and hope to top deck something that gives us the kill this turn. We can play Citadel with the Priest. We have 2 draws, so we have outs, but we're not in good shape. Catacomb Sifter is not really what we wanted to see. We can cast it and sack it and the thing, but then we don't have the out of drawing Bolas Citadel, which I think is our best chance. So I think I'm just going to sacrifice one of our Cutthroats. So they go down 5. We get to draw a card. They sack a creature, but that actually just helps them. They can sack a Stitcher Supplier. And now we get 2 mana and we 1-hit a Bolas Citadel. Mayhem Devil. Okay, well, that's actually pretty good, I think. So we cast the Devil. Cast Catacomb Sifter. And now we can kill them next turn. And I don't think they can kill us this turn. So we pass back. I mean, right now we can put them to 3 with the by sacking the Eldrazi Scion. But we don't have a sack outlet. But then we untap and we can just sack 2 things to the Priest. That deals enough right there. So yeah, we have lethal. I think we're in good shape here. I guess they can flashback a Fatal Push to kill our Priest. So maybe not, actually. We could be getting slightly punished for not killing the Dreadhorde Arcanist. But at the same time, If we had killed the Arcanist, they could have killed one of our things, which would be bad for us. Polygon's command to return Croxa and kill this guy. Oh, we're so close. I mean, we can sack the Scion to put them to 1 now, or to 2. They can cast Croxa. So the question here is if we want to sack the Scion, but I think the answer is no, because they're going to kill our Man Devil, and we want to be able to sacrifice things to the Priest. Let's see, if this just resolves, we hit for 4. Wait, no. Wait, if we sack this, they take 2, go to 3. Then this dies, they go to 2. And then the Priest is lethal. So they have to kill the Priest. But then we don't have a sack outlet, so we can't do the rest of the damage. We do get to scry 1. Unfortunately, we can't kill the Dreadhorde Arcanist. This is very close. So yeah, it's really the question here is if we sack the Scion, and I think the answer is yes, because I think they're gonna need to use their Fatal Push to kill the Priest. I mean, if we do sack this, and they Fatal Push our Mayhem Devil, and then we have to draw a creature to win. Any creature would be lethal, and if we brick on the creature, we lose. And basically, I mean, that means almost any draw would be lethal except for land. If we instead don't sack this, then they Fatal Push the Mayhem Devil. They're at 4. And then we don't really have a solid path to winning. So I think we are going to sack this. So we shoot them for 1. We drain them for 1. They're going to go to 2. Now the Priest is lethal. We get to scry. Actually, we get to scry 2. Llanowar Waste, definitely bottom. Drain them. Shoot them. This happens. They take another 1. They also are going to go to 1 off of the Croxa when they sacrifice that. Blister Pod is an easy bottom. I mean, if they kill... Wait. Actually, this is sort of close. Because if they kill our Priest and we top this, then we lose. But, actually, we still might not lose. Because, well, let's see. What do we think they're going to kill? Priest or Mayhem Devils? Probably Mayhem Devils. And in which case, oh wait, no. Probably Priest. If they kill the Priest and we top this, then we go to 13 off of the Croxa. They're at 1. Oh no, we're actually at 14. Then I think we can finagle a situation where we can kill this off. Yeah, I mean, and if they kill this off, it's lethal. So I think we actually top this, because if they kill this, then it's just a creature and we win. And if they kill this, then we still have the Mayhem Devils in play. And I think we can use that. Oh, but no, but then next turn, they could flashback another Fatal Push, probably. And kill the Mayhem Devil. And then sacking this wouldn't actually do anything. So I actually think we do need to bottom this. Yeah, I guess they might not be able to trigger Revolt again. Really close. That is very, very close. But they have to flashback. Now, they have to Fatal Push the Priest, obviously. They're going to combat, attacking just that. Okay, wait. Okay, so now, oh, dang it. I forgot. So, we can kill the Dreadhorde Arcanist. Well, we get another scry. Bolas Citadel, we have to bottom that, unfortunately. Yeah, I might have misjudged this situation. Alright, come on, sack outlet. Blooming Marsh. So, what does it look like if we attack here? Pretty bad. So I think we just play the Blooming Marsh and pass. This is such a close game. I think it's good that we bought him the Blister Pod, though. I forgot, they didn't have to play the Croxa. So now they're just flashing back Croxa or escaping Croxa. So, I mean, they're hitting us down. We need to draw a Woe Strider soon, but we've gone through a lot of our deck to see no Woe Striders. So we've also scryed some cards at the bottom, and we didn't hit it off of the Collected Company. So we know at least the bottom 6 cards are all not Woe Strider. They play land, that's what they drew. Their hand is Croxa. They don't really have attacks. Come on, deck. Woe Strider. Zulaport Cutthroat. That is going to do it. I think. So we cast that. And now they can never attack us, really. I mean, let's see. If I attack with Mayhem Devil, they have to, like, chump it. They can't block with Croxa. And we still have 2 blockers back, so we're still going to be able to kill them if they attack us. So they'll just block with a Stitcher Supplier, presumably. Oh, they're just going to kill it. Okay. That's fine. Then they go to 1. Oh, no, they do. Alright, that's what we expected. So we mill 3. Oh, we milled 3 lands for them. That's brutal. So, I mean, yeah, we have so many draws to do it. Like, if any creatures die, we win. Sack Outlet wins. Even if they find a removal spell, Sack Outlet still wins. They can't really attack with Croxa. So, we should... Okay, there we go. Yeah, that'll do it. Alright. Long battle for sure, but we did end up coming up victorious. Brutal top decks. Actually, yeah, that was pretty good. Woe Strider and Zulaport. Alright, so we're playing against black-red removal, graveyard stuff. We don't have graveyard hate. You can bring in Midnight Reapers. They might have Cletus. Something we should be aware of. Do we want Fatal Pushes? It does also hit Croxa, but that's not super inspiring. Mayhem Devil seems quite good. We definitely want the Woe Striders, definitely want the Cocos. There's another matchup where maybe we just trim some Priests for like 2 Fatal Pushes. And 1 Blister Pod for 1 Midnight Reaper. I think that seems good. I definitely don't want to like flood on Fatal Pushes, but I like the idea of having some outs if they do have Cletus, and if we see it in game 2, then we'll probably go up to 4 for game 3. Alright, great hand. We will keep it. Question is which land is going to minimize our damage over the course of the game. And I think they'll very likely kill off our 1-drop. Yeah, I think we're just going to play Overgrown Tomb. I think we're going to be like... We could have maybe found a spot to squeeze in 1 tap Shockland, but we won't be able to find 2, I think. So having drawn Blood Crypt, we would do this. I think if we would have played Llanowar Wastes if we hadn't drawn another Shockland. So they do Foreboding Ruins. We'll see if they... Okay, they braid that. Yep. Alright, so we're just going to go double 1-drop. Next turn we have Collected Company available. They may kill our Llanowar Elves again, but that's fine. And we drew Bolas Citadel, which is a solid draw. They do have a braid, but this is why... Okay, don't hit Cletus. Nice. This is why... Oh, alright, I meant Croxa, but then they just had it, so that's a bummer. I think we're just going to discard the Citadel here. It's good, but they're going to be pressuring our resources a lot. I think it's going to be hard to get all the way up there. Well, alright, now I sort of regret my choices. We will attack with Blister Pod, I think. Actually, no, we'll just pass. So yeah, I definitely wish we'd discarded one of these lands instead, especially since we drew another land. We'll see if they just go for the Croaker this turn. Looks like they are, which is, I mean, yeah, that'll kill us very fast. That's a quick clock. So, yeah, I mean, we're in pretty bad shape here, I think. And that was a really bad brick. Yeah, we're very, very far behind now. I mean, yeah, a lot, like, removal into early Croaksa is pretty strong. Yeah, if we had Citadel over land here, we could just play it this turn. Alright, well, Mayhem Devils was a solid draw, I guess. Mayhem Devil, I always say it like it's plural. I guess we just pass now? We can make a second food token at the end of the turn, and we'll probably just chump with Blister Pod. Okay, so we... Oh, do we shoot the Croaksa and try and kill that, or just go for them? I think we just go for them. It's a cool card. The deck is just cool in general. Very Croaksa dependent, though. I wish we had Graveyard Hate right now. Maybe we want more Fatal Push. Oh, wait, they can have... Alright, we know they don't have Cletus. I guess in Game 1 we knew they didn't have it, but they did leave this in, so that's good to know. We will just block with Blister Pod. Drain them for 1. I mean, they just drew a bunch of cards, so they probably are going to have a lot of gas. Oh, they don't play anything. Interesting. Well, we'll make a food and top deck Bolas Citadel. Boom. That's not great. Okay, so they hit us with the Kolagun's command. We'll see what they're targeting. Maybe Zulaport Cutthroat. Yeah. So the Cutthroat dies. I mean, luckily we drew a card we don't care about. If we top decked a Bolas Citadel, that would be a bit sad. And now we just hit back for 5. And we have 3 damage on tap with the Mayhem Devil. Pass it back. We can make a food and crack a food end of turn. So we'll be taking 9, but gaining 3. Just play land. That's good. I'm going to crack a clue now. Don't want to get into burn range accidentally for a minute. Shoot them for 1. Gain 3. Yeah, I'm okay going down to 5. Like, right now we have mana to crack the food and gain more life. But we are going to make a clue or another food end of turn if we get there. Alright, they have a young Pyromancer, so that'll make it harder to win on the ground. Although we can... Actually, yeah, we can kill that with our food token. Untap. Draw. They don't have another Kolagun's command, so we'll sack this. Gain 3 and shoot Pyromancer. We'll see if they have another Pyromancer in response. Or they don't. Okay, so now we're just going to crack another clue or another food in response. Just to shoot them for 1 more. But that slows down our clock a lot. So, yeah, I mean, I guess we're just going to take 9. So we'll play our top land, hit them for 2. I mean, we could... Yeah, I think we're just going to do this. And then just chump block the Croaksa. We still have Bolas Citadel as live draw. But it's pretty much just out at this point. Maybe Collected Company could do it. They haven't put Lurrus into their hand. I don't know if that's because they've been holding up mana or they've forgotten about it. Claim on the Stitcher Supplier. Okay. That is a hasty Stitcher Supplier. So this would be lethal. I mean, we go to 8 there, but we can chump block this, stay alive 5, and hopefully rip a Citadel. They're out of cards, so if they don't put Lurrus in their hand, they definitely just forgot. Okay, they did. Midnight Reaper. Well, I guess we cast that. And we can hit for 1. Let's see, well, we're going to 3 here, so we can't get 2 Midnight Reaper triggers. So we don't want to chump block with a Llanowar Elf, so we're going to hit for 1. And now when they attack, we'll go to 2 off the Kroxa trigger, double block, block both things, and go to 1 and draw a card, and then hope to draw things that can deal enough damage in our last 2 draws. So this happens. I guess we could also block like this instead. What do we have any draws that make us be able to kill them if we do this? I don't think so. Like a sack outlet, I mean, we can hit them for 4, but I guess Collected Company. Actually, yeah, we will do this. We will do this because if we draw like Collected Company, and well, if they hit another Kroxa here, they just win. They don't. Oh, they drew Fatal Push? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter then. Draw Sifter and Bloom Marsh. And I guess we're still not technically dead. We can just discard the Sifter to the Kroxa and chump block. We're at 1 now, so I don't really know what we're drawing towards. Like, Bolas Citadel obviously does not do it at this point. I mean, it has to be Collected Company, I guess. Stitcher Supplier, yep. Hit another Kroxa, so that will kill us. Bummer. Close game. I mean, not super close, actually. They sort of beat us fairly handily, but it was sort of close. I do wonder if we had kept the Bolas Citadel there, if we could have won. I don't think so, but it's possible. They're just like turbo Kroxa there. That's like their entire game plan pretty much. So I think we do just go up to 4 Fatal Pushes, and they're pressuring our life total enough that I think Midnight Reaper is not worth it. So I'll just do this. We could bring in more Priests of Forgotten Gods, but I think this is fine. And the fact that they're playing Lurrus, I mean, again, it's funny that they keep on not remembering to have it, but it does mean Fatal Push will kill anything in their deck. Alright, we've had a couple of Collected Companies that are hitting like mono 1 and 2 drops. Let's have a Collected Company that hits a 3 or 2. Alright, we get to be in the play. That's a big advantage. Yeah, we can't keep that. Bummer. I don't think we can keep this either. Just a no green mana hand is too bad. But against a bunch of removal, going to 5 is also too bad. So I think we're in pretty horrendous shape here. We're going to bottom, I guess, Fatal Push and Overgrown Tomb. Actually, Blister Pod just does not do much on its own. Probably Blister Pod and Overgrown Tomb. But this is super bad. Like, this is like the worst matchup to mulligan in. Do they Thoughtseize us? They do not. Alright, come on, deck. I mean, we could have just kept 3 lands and put back a Fatal Push, but I don't think it really matters. I think we were pretty much dead this match either way. Just sucks to not draw green lands back-to-back hands. Okay, well, I mean, good thing we have this Fatal Push, I guess. What? Alright. Pyromancer down, draw land. That's bad. That's definitely bad. Crocha will discard one of our Man Devils. Hopefully they don't have a Stitcher Supplier. Bummer. Yeah, this game is over. Alright, I think I'm actually just going to concede. Like, if this gives them the 5th card for... I guess I'll take one more and tap that. But if we miss this land drop, we're definitely dead. They can put Crocha into play this turn. And, like, this deck can't really... Like, none of the threats are good as standalone cards. I actually think even if we could stack stack our deck and draw perfect for the rest of the game, we would still lose. But I'll take one draw step. So Crocha will pitch another Man Devil. Alright, yeah. We are done here. Well, after a good start, that's a pretty rough next 2 rounds. Hopefully we can finish strong in the last round. Oh wait, we lost in round 2. Well, we're alternating then, which means we're in for a win this time. That's good. Alright, unfortunately we've been defeated here in round 5 in the die roll, so we will be on the draw, but hopefully we can have a good hand. Oh, why? I feel like I've just been drawing very consistently awkward hands with mana. I think I am going to keep this just because we have so many 1-mana plays, but it's very unfortunate to have 1-mana once again. Okay, Mausoleum Wanderer. This should be a good matchup for Mayhem Devil. That was a bad draw. Alright, deck. Please, please give us a land. Not going to block here. There's a lot of cards they could have that would make them kill our Gilded Goose. No. That's just so brutal. Alright, well, okay, that's another Gilded Goose, I guess. The mana has felt terrible in this deck. I feel like maybe we want more lands, but you really can't afford a flood either. Obviously, the fact that they rattle change makes us very happy that we did not block. If we draw, I mean, we can play Man Devil this turn either way, but if we have to sack both of our foods to do it, that's super bad. Ooh, I think I'm actually just going to chump this here. Yeah, I think I'm going to chump. I really don't want them to start drawing multiple cards a turn. We have to draw land. Or, are we just dead? Like, probably. I really want to concede, honestly. Like, what else do we have? Like, if we do get the Man Devil down, they still just have this Rattle Chains. I mean, I guess I'll take one more turn. So we'll play 2 Blister Pods, I guess. Like, we have 2 food, so there's not too much problem in sacking one of them. That's just so annoying, though. I mean, I guess, yeah, like, we had 3 draws, and we did draw lands in any of them. That's not that improbable in a 20-land deck. Our opponent also had a quite good draw. So we take all of this, and then easy concession if we don't draw land here. This should be a pretty good Fatal Push matchup. Brutal. Triple Collected Company. Oh. Alright, well, that was an absolutely miserable game 1. But I think we should be in a pretty good shape post board. So we'll bring in a bunch of Fatal Pushes. Bring out some Blister Pods. If they, like, all their creatures have flying, so they're very bad blockers. And cut one of these, I guess. I do think the priests are quite nice here. Making them sacrifice creatures very relevant. And now I just really want to draw lands. Please, deck, give me lands. Alright, luckily we get to be on the play this game, and we have a bad hand, but I think a keepable hand. Well, actually, no. I think we should ship this. Like, these cards just don't do anything on their own. Bolas Citadel is expensive in the opener. They're very likely to have Mausoleum Wonder for the collected company, so I think this hand is actually just a bit too bad. Okay, this is better. We'll keep this. And I think I'm just going to put back a Woe Strider, and our plan is just going to be to get to Citadel quickly. We can play a turn 4 Citadel, and that could potentially win the game on its own. We could also draw a Priest of Forgotten Gods or another 1-drop Accelerant and then have a turn 3 Citadel. Ooh, that's a good draw too. So play that, play this tapped, hit for 1. And Collected Company is very likely to hit us mana for Citadel. So pretty happy about that. Okay, I'm just going to main phase this to play around any counter magic. Ooh, wow. Alright, so Collected Company. Let's see what we hit. That's close. I think we want to just go for 1 priest, though, just to have the mana. And also, it is just good, like, making them sacrifice a creature. So next turn we can cast Bolas Citadel. And we're under no pressure. Our life total is high. I think this game is definitely going quite differently from the last game. Alright, there we go. So, that was as easy of a game as the last game was hard. So, hopefully we can have a bit more of a balanced game 3 here. Do we want to make any changes? Like, we could bring in trophies, but I don't want to dilute our deck too much. I think we're going to just run this back. I mean, we could trim a Zulaport Cutthroat, maybe. But, like, what are we bringing in? I mean, we could bring in one of these, but I think I'm just going to run this back. Having life gain when you're going off a Citadel is very important. Alright, here we are for round 5, game 3. We are on the draw, and we have no black cards and no black lands and 5 black spells. Nothing we can cast. I think we should ship this. Okay, this hand is good. We'll keep and put back, I think, one of the collected companies. We're just a bit light on mana, and we're going to have to crack our food for the Gilded Goose, so I think that's what we want to do here. And we have a Fatal Push, which could be good. Shaper's Sanctuary. That's interesting. I'm surprised they're playing that. I think I'm happy they're playing that. I mean, we have 1 Fatal Push in hand, but still fine. So we'll play our Gilded Goose, pass the turn. Shaper's Sanctuary does not trigger on Priest of Forgotten Gods, importantly. Island Supreme Phantom? Shacklegeist. Okay. So this can tap our creatures and hit us for 2 in the air. I'm not too concerned about that. I'd definitely rather this than Supreme Phantom. Alright, well, second Fatal Push is a bit annoying, honestly, but not the end of the world. We'll play our Priest and pass. And if they do put a Curious Obsession on this, then we can Fatal Push it. But otherwise, we're not going to. I would rather keep the food around. Although, actually, it's not the end of the world if we lose our food, because we're probably going to be sacrificing this Gilded Goose fairly soon either way. Okay, they just attack for 2. Oh, no attacks. They just pass. Sure. Land. Nimblegeist Herald. Okay, we'll see what they're doing here. I guess they can tap both creatures, actually. This happens. Then they tap both spirits to tap our Gilded Goose. I think I'm actually very tempted just to make a food in. No, we could make a food in response, but I think it's better just to play a Cutthroat here. Okay, that was a good draw. Cast Cutthroat, pass the turn. We still have a Fatal Push, but again, I don't really want to use it while I have the Shaper's Sanctuary in play. They're not really doing much. They haven't even attacked us yet. we do shock there. Attack for just 2. Okay. Take this. And now we can play Collected Company in response if they go for something funny. This card is good against Mayhem Devil. That's the one place where it does sort of shine. We could fire off a Fatal Push here, but I don't think I want to do that. Rattle Chains. I think I actually want to just Fatal Push this in response. They get to draw a card, but it means they can't tap our things. If they have a second Rattle Chains, that's bad. My guess, though, is that they have another 2, like a Supreme Phantom or something, and they were planning on playing it at instant speed off of the Rattle Chains. Alright, good. Now, we could just sack our food to kill this Nebelgeist Herald right now. I think I like doing that. So, we will sack this food for black, or for green. And target you with this. Sacrifice these 2 creatures to drain you for 2. So we get our 2 mana here. We'll have 4 mana, and we can cast Collected Company with 1 mana up. Also now, so they could have that card that's like counter target spell unless you pay 1, but it makes you pay 4 if you have a creature with flying in play. So we want to do this all now so we can play around that. Also, we've drawn 3 Fatal Pushes, which means we have a lot more hits in our deck. Okay, Mayhem Devil is fine. There's that. So now their Rattle Chains resolves, and we could Fatal Push it, but I don't think we want to do that. I think we're just going to pass. We'll see what we draw. Llanowar Waste wasn't great. We do have Bolas Citadel mana, so that's sort of cool. I will say, I was going to say Shaper Sanctuary is bad, but having drawn 3 Fatal Pushes, it does make it seem a little bit better. Okay, nothing in a turn. That's good. So if they just attack for 2, we're not going to Fatal Push. We'll just let this happen. Deal. Our life total is sufficient. And they just pass, sure. Okay, so they play a Shacklegeist. Let's see, we can sack these 2. We could just go for another upkeep priest. Make them... No. So, this is what happens. So this resolves. They can't actually do anything right now with it. Now they cast the Spectral Sailor. Okay. Now we want to... Well, first let this resolve also. Yeah, now they're going to draw a lot of cards off the Shaper Sanctuary, so I shouldn't have trash talked this. It's quite good here, actually. So we are going to sacrifice... We're going to wipe their board here, I think. So we're sacking our Mayhem Devils, which is... It's a bit sad to lose it, but I think it's worth it. Shoot your Rattle Chains and your Spectral Sailor. They draw 2. Hopefully don't hit another Rattle Chains. Alright, good. That dies. That dies, and then they sacrifice their last one. And we drew a brick. That's a bit unfortunate. Can't use our mana here, but that's fine. Well, we just keep on drawing lands, so that's pretty bad. But we have 4 Bolas Citadels, and we'll get to them eventually. And once we do find one, we'll win on the spot. Okay, so that's not too bad. A second Shaper Sanctuary. Do we want to fire off this Fatal Push in response? I think we do. At this point, like, I mean, we could just never cast them, but I think they're super, super bad when you have two Shaper Sanctuaries in play. So I'll just do it this way. And now I really don't want to draw the last Fatal Push. Do they have... Oh, no. Oh, Lofty Denial. Okay, that's fine. I'm just going to fire off this other Fatal Push again. Another, like... This is better than an average card, I think, for them. So I'm okay with just... I would rather do this than just never cast the Fatal Push. But that Shaper Sanctuary is drawing them a ton of cards. And now 3 Fatal Pushes are gone, so hopefully we don't draw the 4th. We'll see if they shock here. They do not. Okay. So, can we draw a Bolas Citadel? Catacomb Scepter. I'm okay with that. And now I think we're just going to pass. We could attack for 1, but I like leaving up the Priest so that we can make them sacrifice something. Yeah, we're going to do that. We can make a food and then make them sacrifice something. They don't go for anything there. So I think we just make a food and then untap. We're way ahead on board, so playing Drago obviously favors us. We draw a Woe Strider. That's a pretty good one. So we'll cast that. And then attack with both of these. And we'll see if they have anything in response. Alright, sure. Take 3. I mean, yeah, I don't really know what game they're trying to play here. This doesn't seem like a holding pattern that they want. I mean, maybe they just have all lands in hand, but they definitely can't afford to just, like, slow roll everything. Alright, so they cast that, sure. We can just, we'll go for the end of turn Priest. Okay, yeah, so they were just slow rolling in a way that seems pretty bad. So we will use this, sacrifice a goat and a scion. We get to scry 2. Bottom. Top. That seems good. Actually, that might just give us lethal. Now we draw a card. Make some mana. I'm going to use one of that mana to make a food token. And the other, I think I'm just going to use to sacrifice the food. Alright, and now this Zulport. Oh, wow, double Cutthroat. Yeah, that's easily going to do it. So we pass that. I mean, that is just lethal on its own. But we had a second one just in case, but managed to get there. So we secured the 3-2. Here, I'll open up the deck and we can talk about it a bit more. Alright, so here's the deck. We went 3-2, so medium result. Not one that I'm going to throw away the deck based on, but it's not exciting either. This is a popular deck now. People know about it. I think Kalidas is going to be more popular now than it has been historically. A couple changes. First of all, the Croxa matchup felt sort of bad, and having no graveyard interaction isn't great. So I think I like the idea of adding some Scavenging Oozes to the sideboard here. I mean, we could play something like Cling to Dust, but I don't really want to, like, if you can have a sideboard card that you can still hit off Collected Company, like Midnight Reaper, it becomes way better. So I could definitely imagine wanting to play like 3 Scavenging Oozes or something here, which is good against aggressive decks, okay in the mirror, and also just very good against Croxa and Uro. So I think that is one solid upgrade that I would want to see. Beyond that, the deck felt pretty good. I mean, it's very streamlined. It has a very powerful combo. It's fast. Mayhem Devil can just win a lot of the creature matchups. So the deck felt good. I mean, I guess I would say we didn't play against any of the like big control decks where you really want Distended Mindbender. So even though it wasn't great in this league, I don't think that means it's always bad. But I think right now, I'd suggest maybe cutting 2 Midnight Reapers and 1 Distended Mindbender for 3 Scavenging Ooze in the board. And beyond that, it felt pretty good. There was a couple situations where we didn't have green mana in the opener and we had to mulligan because of it, but I think that was just sort of bad luck more than anything. We only have 4 lands that don't make green mana, and I think that's okay. So, I mean, you could cut a Blood Crypt for the 4th Llanowar Waste, and I do think, like, it's nice to have non-painful lands that can be untapped later in the game when you're trying to cast a Bolas Citadel. But overall, pretty good deck. I'm pretty happy with it. Hope you enjoy the game. Let me know if there's misplays. I'm sure there were some because this deck is super complicated. I definitely underestimated how complicated it would be before I started. Oh look, actually here's scavenging is right here. So without even having to put in any work, I can make the changes that I would like to see. Oh what? Oh, I only have 2 scavenging uses. Well, I'll buy a third scavenging ooze and put it in. I mean, you could also play 2 and keep the second Midnight Reaper. I do think this card is really good in some matchups, especially against board sweepers. But yeah, sweet deck. Thank you for watching, and also check out that Patreon link and let me know if that works. And uh, yeah, also let me know if you'd be willing to walk me through some audio stuff. So lots of requests for the viewers. So sorry about that, but no pressure to do any of that. If you just want to keep watching and enjoying my videos, that's more than okay.